Hey y'all, we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Okay, let me go share my live. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Oh, I got a notification today. What do you know? Let me set a goal real quick for y'all who want to send me a super chat, super sticker, PayPal, or Zelle. Come on in, y'all. Okay, now let me share. Hey, Carrie. What's going on? How you doing? Let me like my live stream. Let me share my live stream. Okay, so I did that. Let me copy link it. Just inviting a couple of people in case they want to show up and show out, or just stay in the chat or whatever. Y'all say something. Y'all get in here. Hey, Pookie. I'm just sharing it with a couple of people in case they want to come in. When y'all get in here, say hello. I upgraded for a week. They gave me a free trial. Y'all. I think for 7 days. So that's how y'all can see all this and hear the music in the background. And they got some sounds. Got the looky. I'm gonna be in there like booty ham for 7 days. Hey, come on. What's happening? What's up, TD in the building? Fred? See all what? What you mean, see all what? What you talking about? I'm confused. Anybody want to come up on the panel? I'm expecting at least 2 people. I don't know if they're gonna ready to come. And I told them they can come anytime. Doesn't have to be like, now he's just not doing my shop. Here he come do my damn shop. I order some stuff and they just not buying the shop. It ain't about 4 or 5 things. Happy Saturday, y'all. Come on in. We are talking about dating in 2025. Yes or no? Especially if you're over 40. Y'all over 40, if you dating. Hey, May. Come on up, girl. Let me put the thingamajig. Hold on 1 minute. This is the invite thingamajig. And you click on it. I'm finna put it in the chat. I had to show myself for this one. All right, there we go. Now I'm about to pin it. I don't know how I put it. Did I put it in there twice? I didn't mean to put it in there twice. What you mean, Fred? Why not what? You're not completing your sentences. You say you'll be there, Fred? Okay, Fred, talk. Is that what that's supposed to be, TA? As long as you ain't trolling. We're having a serious discussion tonight. Okay, now I'm about to come in the chat and I'm about to pin that so people can find it easy. There we go. I got it pinned, y'all. Hey, Jennifer. Say, hey, rocks up with you. I'm 49 and married, and yes, my husband get on my nerves, but I know I live on his nerves. But we love each other, and y'all still together. Congratulations. Let's got the music playing till we get to chopping it up. Y'all hit the like button, share the live for me. Come on up, subscribe to the channel. Oh, you said why not date? Now, that's what I'm asking. I'm just asking people. I'm just saying, are you with it or are you not with it? Especially if you're over 40. But anybody is welcome to chime in. Whether you're 20, as long as you're grown. No kids up here. Grown folk conversation. Grown folk conversation tonight. That's the wrong topic. I mean, everybody got their reasons, right? I got my reasons for not dating. You got yours, like you just said, why not? It could be great memories. I got enough great memories. I don't need no more great goddamn memories. I want y'all, okay, that's why I want y'all to come up here. If you're serious and not scared, you ain't got to show yourself. You can turn your camera off. Some men and women don't want to date nobody who drink out the bottle. Like me, I drink off the bottle. I ain't wasting my damn glass. Why would I pour it in a wine glass unless I'm at the club or somebody's house? I'm chilling at the house. I'm gonna drink out my bottle if I'm going to our home. That's one less wine glass I gotta wash out. So when y'all ready to come up, just let me know. Type in the chat. I'm ready, and then click on it. I pinned it right there. That's what it looked like. It's white. But we got the little mellow sounds in the background coming to you live, all the way live on a Saturday night in Illinois. Yeah. Come on. We talking about dating in 2025. You can be married and still give your opinion about dating. That's because you locked in. That don't mean you ain't got an opinion. Like, what if you were single? What if you weren't married? Would you be dating? Come on, Jennifer, get on up here. What do you want to do? In and out. Okay, so far we got 5. Is that 5 likes or 5 people? I'm looking on my phone. Y'all share it, y'all. I'm about to share it on I got 5 likes, 25 people. Come on now. I know y'all lying. 5 funky ass likes and 25 people looking. And every time you call them out on it, they drop down. I'm about to share it on Facebook. Sometimes Facebook, oh, it let me. Sit here and wait on y'all. I'm gonna change the music up. We're gonna change another sound. This is one of the ones I like, and I like is it Daydreaming? Yeah, I like Daydreaming. Come on in here, y'all. Saturday night, feeling all right. Down to my last. Let's get some freestyle going on up here. Come on up and freestyle for me. Talk about dating in 2025. Come on. My comments. Hey, LaQuinta. Hey, Pookie said my husband was murdered in 2021. Hold on, let me put it up here. Put y'all comments up. So my husband was murdered in 2021. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hey, Double Ray. Hold on, let me turn this down. Okay. I got to read the comments. I got to focus. My husband was murdered in 2021. I was so in love with that man. I think, come on up later. You here? Can you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, now I can hear you now. I'm reading Miss Pookie's comment. I'm trying to put
Can you
all
hear
the
me?
comments on the screen. Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you, baby. Okay.
Okay. We got May Summers coming to the stage, y'all. She's gonna be up here giving her opinions about some things when it comes to dating and give y'all some tips and all that good stuff. So anybody want to come up, now it's the time. While I read some comments real quick. She said, my husband was murdered in 2021. Can you see the comments when I put them on the screen? May? May?
I cannot see the comments I can see them
I got
on
it
your
on the
screen.
screen.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it on the screen.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, I hear you.
Hold on.
Said my husband was murdered in 2021. You said, hold on. Okay. I'll wait till you.
Can you hear me?
Y'all come on in, hit the like button, share the live.
Okay.
I'm about to read some comments. Then we're going to get to chopping it up. And anybody want to come up, let me know. And then come up. So my husband was murdered. This is Pookie, y'all. My husband was murdered in 2021. I was so in love with that man. I think I'm looking for someone just like him, and I haven't found them yet. So date for me is a yes. Okay, good. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the differences. You know, everybody's story is different. Everybody backstory, everybody mindset, everybody experiences is different. She lost her husband 2021. My condolences go out to you. May he rest in peace, rest in power. And the fact that you think you're ready, that's a great thing because you know how you feel. If you wasn't, you would know it, and you would have probably told us because you're being open and honest. Right. LaQuinta said, happy Saturday. LaQuinta said, I'm drinking wine too. Okay, but you got yours in the glass, unlike me. Deborah Ray said, good evening, Roxy in chat. Yes, I'm married. If I was single in 2025, no, I would not date. It's way too much going on. Okay, see, that's how I feel. Some other people might feel like Pookie feel. Okay, after I read this last comment, then we're going to let you chime on in. Trying to let some people come in, but that's okay. Y'all share the live. Share the live. TD said, been married for 10 years. I observe singles and other couples, and I see it's crazy out here. A lot of people aren't healed, but looking for relationships and marriages. That's how I feel too. That's exactly how I feel. Yes. Thank y'all for giving her condolences. Yeah, we send out our condolences for Pookie. I don't know what this means. Come in with a full comment so I can, put you on the screen and stuff. I want to acknowledge all the comments going forward. Anybody else want to come up? Now is the time. If you are here now, even if you don't speak yet. Jennifer said, it would be hard if my husband was taken from me. Pookie, I'm so sorry. But how would I feel inside about starting over? Right away, of course not. Nobody's thinking about that when it first happened. But that was 2021. It's going to be 2026. So if she feel like she might be healed enough, but at the same time, we got to remember she just said she thinks she's looking for somebody just like him. That might be a problem. That part. But anyway, come on in, Miss May Summers, and chime on in. You want to give us some life story experiences or just your opinion?
I definitely am not dating in 2025. I stopped dating in 2022. They weird these days. I can't do it. I can't do this weirdness. It's a different kind of females that's out here with these dudes, and they have changed them into the kind of men they like. It ain't the kind of men that I'm used to. So I will not be dating. It takes a lot. It would take a lot for me to find somebody to match my equal.
If you don't mind telling us, are you in your 30s, 40s, 50s? You don't have to tell your exact age.
I am 47 in one more month on the
Okay,
23rd.
47.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all mind telling us what your age range is? If you don't want to say the full right age or whatever, you can say 30s, late 40s, 50s, or whatever, or you can tell the age. So, what made you come to the conclusion? Other than was it a certain experience that you had, or you just watching
No,
on the outside
it's
looking in?
been all of my experiences up until 2022, which is the last person that I dated. And I was always noticing a decline as the years went on in the type of dudes that be out and about, where you go to the club with your girl and you meet somebody, y'all go to a sports bar and you meet somebody, y'all at some sipping
Right.
paint and you meet somebody. It different scenarios, but the kind of guys that go out and hang out these days is not the same kind of guys. I've even done online dating with Plenty of Fish. I was on Meet Me. I was, and it's as the years kept going on, it's like, oh, y'all getting weirder and weirder. Like where they do that
Damn.
at? And I realized that they do
Right.
that out there in the wild. Like these chicks out here are built different. They about going half seas, and they're about trying to cater to their man even when their man don't deserve to be catered to. This motherfucker don't
You
got no
mean like
job.
halfsies as in 50-50?
Yeah, half
Is
seas,
that what you mean by
period. Like,
halfsies?
so like, when back in the day some dude be like, hey, I want to take you out, I want to take you out to eat. Let's go to a bar, let's have a couple of drinks. And then you get there, and for me back in the day, like, if you asked me out, you taking care of the date is what I would assume, right?
Hey, Gigi.
These folks don't do
Right.
that these days. Now dudes is hitting you with they want you to pay half the bill, or if you're not, all the bill, and you're taking me on
So
a
that's
date.
not a date. That's just hanging out with a friend, and y'all both just handling your business.
See, but that's what they, I guess, do these days. See, I don't know what that's all about. Cause back when I was dating, I dated. You know what I mean? They came and picked me up. They took me out to eat. They paid for the meal. We went and had drinks. They paid for that too. No, they didn't get no good time, loving time after that. It was just known that, okay, because you're trying to date me. So I get to
Right.
get all of these benefits to see if you're even worth me opening my legs. Like, you go on these 50-50 dates, you better be giving it up because that's what he think is going to happen. I'm like, what? Where they do that at? They do that out there in
So the last time
2025.
you dated was in 2022. Is that the last time
Yep,
you had like a full dating experience?
absolutely. Yep.
Have you
And
ever
I
been
just sit
married?
back and watch. I was married. Yes, I got married in 2005. I got divorced in 2018.
Oh wow, you was married long. Was
Mm.
y'all together most of that time, or just married?
Hell to the nah, Roxy. I ain't even gonna hold you. We didn't make it to our first year anniversary. Okay. I was with
Damn.
him before that for over 10 years. He was the father of my
Okay.
children. You know what I mean? We were together young. By the time marriage was on the table, I was already 1 foot out the door. But,
Right.
then I thought about it like, well, who else supposed to have your last name? Shit, I done gave you your babies. I deserve to have your last name too and access to that bank account, sir. And
Right.
so
Right.
I married him, but then it didn't work because I was already 1 foot out the door. Hear me out. If you're going to get married, understand that whatever issues you got going on before the marriage, it don't get better after the marriage unless you fix it. Fix it,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, fix it. So I didn't fix it. You know what I mean? I just thought, okay,
You
well,
couldn't do
now
it by
I can say I
yourself.
do.
It takes two,
You're
right?
right. Right. It takes two. He definitely wasn't trying to fix it. So we didn't fix it. So we didn't last but 9 months. We was married 9 months in the same household. And then we separated and played with each other back and forth for a few years. You know how that goes. Till I got tired of that shit. And then I left him alone for real, for real. And then he dragged out the
Right.
divorce. till our son graduated high school. Then
Wow.
he
You should have been
then he
glad. They
sent
know
me.
they don't want to be married. I don't understand that part. TD says she was 32 and married at 21. Let's go back to her other comments so we can follow along. She said,
Okay.
been married for 10 years. She said, I observe singles and other couples, and what I see is crazy out here. A lot of people aren't healed, but looking for relationships and marriages. Yes, that's the crazy part. It's like, because that's another level to it, because some of them folks, they don't realize that whatever the situation that's causing them not to be healed, or whatever baggage they may be carrying from the last relationship, they don't think it's going to affect. They think it's that last person, the next person's going to be good because they good. It wasn't them.
Right.
It was the person they was with. So now they back out here, and this new person hopefully is going to be better. And if it's not, they're going to blame that person too, as opposed to like, what part are you taking in? Like, what part are you not getting that you have some accountability? Even if it's that nothing but understanding that you're picking the wrong ones, you're not seeing the warning signs or something. Not that you're a bad person. You may mean well, and you may be doing everything according to the dating standards and, oh, I want to get married standards and being honest and transparent, but you're not understanding that everybody not. You got to recognize those signs in the people that's not. You got to have conversations. Bad enough, the conversation don't guarantee an honest answer. That's why you got to look and observe how they act. As well.
Pick up those red flags.
Right. My condolences. She said, you will be my husband's take for me. I'm so sorry about how I feel inside about starting over. Pookie said, thanks, everyone. She lost her husband in 2021. Hey, Gigi. Jennifer said, my sister, a bartender, and Lord, the men she brings doing family functions, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like she brings a man child and babysitting. Wow. She said, my sister in her mid-40s, and before you know, she calling cops to get her scrubby flavors of a few months, or she beating his ass. You see what I'm saying? It's like you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. You know, people don't know how to date in order. And this is the things I be saying when we be having other conversations about the future. We so busy worried about the program that they have given all of us throughout generations and centuries of learning this and learning that. But the main thing we need to learn, other than self-sufficiency and learn how to get food and make food and grow food and till to the land and all those things to take care of ourselves, as opposed to the government. Whether you get stamps or not, you're still relying on the government if you can't do it for yourself without them bringing you the food. That's right. You know what I'm saying? People think because they got a job, they can go buy the food. That's still, you're relying on them on some level. You know what I'm saying? That's the program, the schooling. Do this, do that. They teaching them what to think, not how to think. So that's why they don't have no skills on how to communicate with the opposite sex. As they get older, they don't know the signs. They don't know how to take heed to the signs and present themselves and allow the person to, you know what I'm saying, to check them. You got to teach people how to treat you. So that's why a lot of people in your inboxes and on Facebook and they're talking about, oh, I'm from Africa and my wife died and I got the 2 kids and I'm looking for a wife. Baby, I love you. All this old crap. And it's game. It's not even good game. It's not even good game.
It's not. So Roxy, I got a question for you, Roxy. What about you? Hey, tell your age and tell us if you've been married. Well, I know you've been married because you said it before on your channel. But in case somebody don't know, are you married? Are you dating?
I've been married twice. I've been married in 2009. Then I got married again, I think 2017. Look, I had to say I think because that shit like a bad dream. I'm not interested in dating ever again in my life. Now, I ain't going to sit there and say I never, ever, ever, ever bounce up and down on something. Now, I'll just be telling a lie. That's not my plan. That's not my goal. I don't want it. But who knows? I could succumb to it.
But you never know.
But you're right. But and that don't mean that I think being in a relationship or I want to be in one. That just means I slipped, fell on it, and it was an accident.
You said it was the oops.
You know what I'm saying?
Head, oops upside your head.
Right. You know, but I don't want to put myself in no position like that. But you never say never, because the kid's gonna be grown and gone before you know. And I'll be sitting here and might be feeling a bit. But I know me, it'll be just for the feeling. It won't have nothing to do with no emotional attachment or wanting to get to know them and cuddle and ask them how their day was. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say what I say, and I'm trying to stand on it, because I don't want them to misconstrue the screw if the screw ever happened. I don't want
I
no
feel
partner,
that.
no relationship, because I understand what it takes. I could tell you how I feel and why I feel that way. Because if I agree to be in a relationship, even if it's a friend with benefit relationship, it ain't even got to be no, oh, we together. It could be just we Netflix and chill, and we kick the bobos and we do what we do. That's still a job. You have to do a job. You got to be in your lane, and you got to do what that man expects you to do in order to keep kicking the bobos with him. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to bust wide open, bend over, and put them things in my, you know what I'm saying, down my throat. I'm not willing to do all that. It costs too much. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most of these people already know it, but for the people that may roll up on this and they never been here before, I'm telling y'all this. And if you knew my backstory, if you went down the playlist to the story time with the failed marriage and all that type of stuff, you'll understand. I'm 59. I ain't got what the fuck I'm looking for. Who looking for me? Nobody but somebody. It's an ulterior motive at this point. Nobody wants to really settle down with nobody this old. I'm thinking when I was about to turn 50 and I ran into somebody like Tony, who I used to know back in the day, I'm like, he tired, I'm tired. He ready, I'm ready. We've been there, done that. We dated in our 20s. He ready. Why wouldn't I think he ready, especially if he's saying he ready and we this age?
Right.
But all the while he wasn't ready. So now I'm not interested at all. You know?
Yeah.
It's not even good no more. I'm looking for that 90s love. If I was going to get back in the game, I'm going to need that 90s love.
That's
got to hit like the 90s.
And that was a nice time. If for those who weren't born in the 90s, y'all missed out. God damn it. It was some R. Kelly back in the day, Aaliyah back in the day. I want to be down Brandy type shit.
Jodeci.
Ooh,
you say it's true. My sister is pretty independent, hardworking woman. It's like she's looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. Hey, who made that? Young MC, one of them old rappers.
Yeah.
Y'all laughing. She said, "Great day." Said the 90s was left back, and the 90s love was back in the 90s. Yeah, but even though some of them fellas that was there, because like Tony and other people I know from the 90s, they're not ready to, like, they might be married and still messing around. They still cheating. Same shit they was doing in the 90s, they doing.
Yep.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. You can keep talking. I'm finna answer Carisha.
Okay. Well, for me, I can't do it. Listen, I'm a different kind of chick. I was a female who was raised around a bunch of men. So I have, unfortunately, a very, very strong Negro male mindset when it comes to relationships and dating. And because I know I am a female, I've always expected the men to treat me like I was the woman and you're trying to woo me. There should be some reason why I should be here. It shouldn't just be for the free meal. It's supposed to be to get to know you and have the conversation, see if I'm vibing with you or what have you. But these motherfuckers these days don't know how to do that. Like, they instantly want a bone. You're not getting no cat for months. You might as well call it a day. If you lucky and you actually giving me and showing me who you are, you could possibly get some cat in about 5 to 6 months. Real shit. Outside of that, you not getting no cat. The cat is off the menu.
Because 9 times out of 10, they already getting it somewhere anyway. It's not like they waiting on you to meet.
No.
Just like you weren't waiting on them. When you meet a man or you meet a woman, you already know where you could go. Even if you right now down bad, you ain't doing nothing. There's plenty of men in your life that you could call still, even if you don't want to. You can call them. So why would I meet somebody new today and screw them?
For the possibility of walking away unsatisfied? Ew.
Go ahead and tap on the thing you want to come up. It's pinned to the top. Go scroll to the top of the comments and you can come on in and chime in on this conversation about dating in the 90s. Congratulations to you, girl. Y'all know Carisha. That's Wood's baby mama, y'all. Y'all she graduated.
Yes, I think that is fabulous,
they get it somewhere else. Yes, they get it somewhere else. And I caught trichomonas with that situation. But I was only 16. So my boyfriend, I made him wait 6 months. But he was waiting for me while doing it to her. Whoever her was. So by the time I said, "Oh damn, you did wait," because we be here every day, young love, all that shit. That love was the love a step above puppy love. So y'all know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. It's
I
not the
do.
real thing, but it's not puppy love. It was like, oh, my first real boyfriend.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
those
girl,
days.
come on up when you get ready. Or just chime in when you get ready. Anybody else
But
want to come up?
I definitely am not about that lifestyle. Like, and I haven't, and this is not me saying I've actually tried to date past 2022 because I haven't. I say no every time a
Hey,
man
Reba.
approach me. I'm coming with an answer and a response that says pretty much no. As nicely as I can to you until you irritate me, and then I'm gonna get ignorant with my no. But it's still no. But that's because I've watched other people in their relationships and I've looked at them like, well, that sounds toxic. Why would you want to deal with that just
Yeah,
because you want a boyfriend? Just to say I got a boyfriend. Ugh. Or
man. When you
husband.
when you're younger, or it's been so long that you don't even understand what's really going on like that, your mind and heart is in a more pure place. You're still stuck in your timeline of your mindset.
Right.
Well, these
Right.
people out here, like a lot of guys, they all making looking at us like we ain't shit no way. It's just like when we mess up, or when we not mess up, but when we show them who we really are, and whether it's something that we standing on our business and we gonna stick to our guns when it comes to the 50-50, when it comes to whatever, then they get
Whatever.
mad and
Yeah.
say some disparaging things about you because they
Yeah.
feel like, well, like they entitled. I mean, if I want a roommate, I'll
Yeah.
just get a roommate. I ain't got to sleep with
For
somebody.
real.
I don't have
For
to
real.
listen to his what happened at work stories. I ain't got to
You don't.
fucking shut up when he want me to shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You ain't got to check
I ain't got
in
to
with
put my
him when
mouth.
you get ready to leave. Like I done heard some real horror stories. I work with a lot of young folk. And so they'll be telling me about their little boyfriends. Like we got the one chick at my job. She's about 22, 23. She's in college. She's working part-time. Yet
Y'all shut it loud, y'all.
her man sitting at home playing video games, eating up all her food. She like, oh, I gotta cook him another meal. He like to eat. He eat a lot. What does he do for work? That's my
Hell
first
no.
question. What does he do for work? Oh, well, he right now in between jobs, and I mean, he was going to school, but then he couldn't afford it, so now he living with you. Where is his mama? You okay? When
Wow.
you older,
It's
you just
sad.
know better and you see the signs. And I guess I
Right.
remember. I remember when I was young and I wasn't looking at signs and red flags. But see, now that's all the fuck I see is red flags and motherfucking field on the play. It's no good.
Right.
End zone
But see,
fucked
these are
up.
things that we was never taught. How they gonna know? How would this young lady know the game? How would she
She
know
ain't gonna
that
know.
this person may have a ulterior agenda? How would she know if he got suffering from some crazy, they ain't taught. You
Well, see,
trust
this is where
everybody. It's
her
America,
mama
it's
should
a free
come
country.
in. You know, her mama
Right.
should be in her
Exactly.
ear. Like you let this girl
But I'm
move in with
saying
or
she
let a
ain't been
boy.
taught.
Yeah,
Then
apparently.
you heard
They,
what I just said. This been taught
yeah,
generations. It's been
yeah,
skipped. Only thing they've been
yeah.
worried about is what you do when you go to preschool. Now that you're 5 years old, you graduate to regular school. Then you get to eighth grade. You know the Constitution. You recite that shit, and you get a little diploma. And then you go to 12th grade, and then you go to a trade school, go to college, a 4-year degree. If we can really pip game on you, make you think that that's the real way to go, so you can really be
Right,
successful. And some people
right.
do be successful, but it's not guaranteed. Hey,
It's
Mama
not.
Three. Everybody coming in, Reba in the building, TD,
You
KK.
right. You right. But that's why I be trying to
They
teach
don't
my
know.
kids. I be putting them on game. Like, nah, this you look at these
And so
red
many
flags.
girls be getting beat up by their boyfriends at like 15 and 16. I see it at the kids' school. Just being
And I
yelled
can
at,
understand
being
why.
cussed out.
Because they go from being yelled at and screamed at and hollered at and beat up on by their parents. So they figure like he loves me though, because you add sex into it, and they don't really know what that is and what that really means. That's why the old folks was trying to tell us to keep our legs closed, because it's more to this shit. It's levels to this shit. You feel me? And you watching
Right.
Peaches McIntyre, you think. That bitch is the end all the bit. That's the relationship. Toxic love. You watch Krishan Rock and her man Blueface, and you're, oh yeah, struggle love. Nah, y'all don't even understand.
It's normal. Everybody's doing it. No,
Y'all didn't
this
even
is normal to fight
understand.
and cuss each other out and be back together.
Stevie J and
You know?
Jocelyn and that whole debacle. Like, get out of here, man. Nah, real relationships ain't supposed to be that hard. It's not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to be painful. If it is, that's number one red
Mhm.
flag. Run. Run. It's not going to get better from
Run
here.
for the border.
It's really not. Do you think he's going to eventually stop whooping your ass? And that's what you think? You
Okay?
think
It's
that
a
he's
bunch
going
of
to
weirdos
stop?
out here. We're
Yeah.
gonna take it to a
Nah.
whole nother level. My girl Gigi sent me a video today. Now we just
Uh-huh.
talking about the everyday relationship, people meeting people, teens dating. You meet them at the
Yeah.
job, you meet them at the bus stop, you meet them through a mutual friend, and y'all just have difference of opinion. He believes in Allah, you believe in Buddha, Jehovah. You know, that's the normal. We talk about it's some way out shit out here too. You know,
Yeah.
let's goddamn it, let's listen to this video real quick. I want y'all to hear this video. Shout out to Gigi for sending me this earlier. It's not real long.
All right, y'all. You will not believe my story. So I'm just reading the comments, right? Because I don't really know what this is about. The top comment, at least from what I can see, it says, Jesus saved you. You need to emphasize that. So let's see what's up. It sounds like some like demon type stuff. So let's see what's going on.
Before we finish, I'm not saying I agree with what her conclusion may have been, and I ain't saying I don't agree. The point is, it's some weirdos out here. So let's finish.
I'm going to tell you a story that I know a lot of people are not going to believe because this story is like freaking crazy. But if you're in the spiritual community, I know you guys are gonna believe it. But back in 2017, I was married, and my husband passed away tragically. So about 4 years ago, I decided to start getting back into the dating community and see if I could reconnect with somebody after doing all the healing. I went online and I signed up for one of those dating sites, and I was, having fun, meeting a lot of nice people, but I wasn't making any connection with anybody because at that time, I was starting to get back into my spiritual point of view in life, and I was trying to figure out things with myself, and I wanted a partner that reflected where I was going with my life. So I found this person. We matched online with this man, and this man was very, very, very good looking, and everything on paper looked great. And I was like, wow, this guy seems like a catch. So we went on our first date, and when I go on dates with people back then, when I used to go on dates, one of the things as being an intuitive person, I like to hug people because I can feel things immediately. So I said, hey, I'm a hugger. He said, well, I'm a little reserved. So he reached out and gave me his hand. The minute I shook his hand felt a little clammy, and immediately I told myself something is different about this person. It just didn't feel right. And something in my body told me, run away. But he looked at me. He had big blue eyes. Also, this man was very, very tall, about 6'4", 6'5" feet, very pale. And he looked at me directly, and he was like, oh, everything, come in. We're going to have a great time. So we go into the restaurant, and I sat across him, and the whole night he was talking, and my mind was just going, what is it? What is it? What is it? Why, what's going on? I couldn't pinpoint what was wrong with this person, but the whole time I knew something was off. So by the end of the night, I said, hey, buddy, whatever his name was. I can't remember. I know his name, but I'm not going to say it. I was like, hey, I had a really good time, but I don't think things are going to work out. He looked me straight in the eye and said something. And I found myself telling him, well, we're going to see each other next week. Well, so next week, the whole week, I'm just feeling weird, guys. Very, very weird. I'm like, something's just off. But I would try to text him and say, go on the app, and say, I just couldn't get to do it. I don't know what was happening. So we go on our second date. We go into town and do some walking around. The whole time, I feel like it's weird. It's a weird feeling. Like it's not me, but it's me. Like I'm just walking around and I felt very disorientated the whole time I was with this person. Same thing. I finally, at the end of the day, I said, hey, I don't feel very good. I want to go home, but I don't think things are going to work out. I said this to this person. And again, this person convinced me to go on a third date. And the worst part is he convinces me to go and visit him at his place. So a couple of days later, I showed up, and this whole time I'm driving, I'm feeling like run. But at the same time, there was this pull, a huge pull to go see this person. Mind me, third date, I am going to this person's house, and my heart is beating very, very, very hard. And something, I was like, why am I here? Like, am I being hypnotized? Like, what is going on? So I get to his house, and for some reason, he had dirty dishes, and I started doing his dishes. And he comes from behind me, and, he kind of like hugs me. And then I looked at him and I said, something's not right. Can you please tell me what is going on with you?
Dang.
And then he's like, well, okay, let's go talk in the living room. So we go into his living room and we sit down. And guys, he did this. He went like this. Like he shook. And what I saw, I cannot say on TikTok, but when he shook, his whole face changed. Wow, I can't talk. His whole face changed. I was so scared, guys. I was so scared. I started praying inside. I started claiming the blood of Jesus, and I started asking for help and strength to leave that place. I did everything in my possibility to get off that couch and say, hey, I need to leave. And he said, you are one of a kind. He says, nobody has ever been able to see who I am.
Wow.
And he let me go. So I want you guys to realize that the world is not what you think. The world is not what you think. And I experienced it one-on-one. There are people here who are not people. This is my light. I want to hear if anyone has a story like this, or if you experience something like this, because more of us need to come out and speak the truth about there are people that are amongst us and they are not people. Anyways, I love you. Bye.
So, right, Ian says shapeshifter. Yes.
Shit. I'm cool. I'm gonna stay right here in the house.
Child. Say, my good friend's son just had a big church wedding, maybe 4 months, and she told me they already separated and going to counseling. I'm like, what? Because it seems like a lot of people that get married, they already been together 2, 5, 10 years, and it wasn't working. But I don't know what they thinking. Get married. That was just a way to get her back in his good graces. He gonna keep doing what he want to do. That's who he is. That's who she is.
Yeah.
Say in some cases they have been taught to be chose to do what they want because they feel they are grown and they know more than their parents. And that's what they've been taught by the world. This is a free country. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. Love who you want to love. You have your own space. You know what I'm saying? Like one little white kid might tell another white kid or another black kid, oh, dude, your mom's in your space. You know what I'm saying? It's just different cultural, the way they was up, brought. You say, yes, it is. Hey, what's going on? The mother of 3. Come on in here. Ian says shapeshifter. Oh my God, demons walking to and fro. Say, Dove, there are 8.7 million living species. Yeah. Did she not see the signs? Yeah, but she was saying she could not stop it. She knew something was wrong. She knew she couldn't put a finger on it, but it was just something drawing her. That might have been his power, you know what I'm saying? The way he had her man, but it wasn't strong enough for her to like really succumb. And he let her go because he don't know. Ain't too many people ever seen that and see who he was. I don't know why he let her go. What he was gonna do to what he, you know what I'm saying, what that could have ended up being. Hey, January, what's going on, lady? So they also called them jinns. Oh, really? So even without that being the case, the fact that there are so many weirdos and it could possibly be that, and it could just be, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it. I'm just reading stuff all over social media. These guys is taking out the girls, taking out their family, taking out their kids. Do you think these people working with a full deck, that they ain't nobody influencing them? That they not really maybe a shapeshifter or just influenced by some type of demonic force? You risk it. It's a lot of work to be in a relationship. That's I'm talking about like a so-called normal one. We're not even talking about the fact that you might end up with crazy Eddie ass and all his minions. What you got to say, man?
Yeah. Ma'am, I'm never gonna date again after that story. I used to be that one that was on chat lines, hard and heavy, hot and heavy. It is a wonder that I've walked away unscathed by the grace of God, that I've walked away unscathed. Because I found myself with online dating, you'll find yourself in real fucked up situations where some shit can happen to you easily and nobody will ever know who the fuck this motherfucker really is. Because I'm going off of his, on-site name, whatever that may be, John Walker. And so John Walker is picking me up from my crib. I'm not driving to John Walker crib, so there's no trail after I get in his car of me ever. But I definitely still took the chance and went out there, because when you young and dumb and full of cum, as they say, you don't care.
Right.
And I didn't care.
She say a malevolent spirit is a malevolent spirit. Always test the spirit by the spirit. What you got to say about that, y'all? Okay, Granny Baby says she played the blood of Jesus, the devil will flee. Hey, what's up, Marquita? Marquita wins. How Roxy, she one lucky woman to be alive. Yes, we all are. Just think of all the times we might have walked past some demonic spirit or somebody who was influenced by a demonic spirit that was willing to take somebody else, rob somebody, hurt somebody, that was telling them to hurt somebody and take somebody else. Like that man who stabbed that lady in the neck off the train.
Yeah,
y'all remember that about a couple months ago? That could have been us sitting in front of her. Yeah, that could have been us. Gigi said, I stopped dating years ago. I'm good. Hello. Jerry said, it's more about having a demonic spirit than being a shapeshifter. So explain. Y'all come up and just break it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and I get what you're trying to say, but it's up to the person's interpretation is how I feel about it. Maybe you call it, demonic spirit. She like to call it shape shifting. It's still the same entity. Evilness.
It's still demonic. It's demonic. Still a malevolent spirit.
Yes, very much.
Benevolent spirit is one that's. Hold on a minute.
I've definitely had a demonic spirit touch me before. I had to get the fuck up out of there. Like when you feel the demonic spirit, that malevolent spirit come upon you, you can tell it. All your senses will tell you it's time to go. And I literally got up through and never looked back. Nah, bruh.
See, we all got different perceptions and beliefs based off the program we were taught. This is still proving my point. Just like she just typed here, pleading blood is witchcraft. Guess because they use Jesus. I guess you're trying to say just because they use Jesus, it's not. That may be something that none of y'all believe in. I may not believe in. At this point, I don't know what to believe. But I'm on always thank the creator of heaven and earth who created me.
Yeah.
All that other stuff that I can't work out and can't figure out, you know what I'm saying? And knowing what I know through experience and the fact that I'm still here, I could have not been here based off, you know what I'm saying? Just the person I was just with. He could have been doing me some bodily harm or witchcraft or whatever you want to call it. I had to do things the way I had to do them. You know, things happen the way they happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not happy about it. I want vengeance. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to go there. I try not to stay there. I go there every now and then, but I try not to stay there because I know that is not, allegedly, it's not the thing to do. But in my opinion, I believe in law-abiding citizen. I believe in goddamn and getting the people who did whatever they did. You know they did it. You feel with all your heart they did it, and get their ass back where they can't come back from it. Yeah. Granny said, I believe in Jesus. She said, I've graduated from belief to knowing.
And you know what?
Anybody
Everyone is
up?
entitled to their beliefs. I feel like if you believe that Jesus rose from the dead, and you believe that he walked the waters, and you believe that he fed the masses with wine and it was fish and 2 loaves of bread, you know, all of that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if that's what keeps you from being a horrible individual out here in this world, then you hold on to your belief. But see, where I don't agree with Americans is y'all all believe that everybody's supposed to think alike. And that's not a world that you really want to live in. You want to have your own mind, your own thoughts. At least I do. I don't know about everybody else, but I don't want to think like everybody else. Hell. So I don't believe in all of the things in the church religion. Some of that shit sounds a little fishy. But I still respect if that's what you believe. I'm not gonna knock your belief.
That's right. We respect everybody's beliefs.
You know, just don't knock mine. Ain't got to believe because I can believe. That's right. I believe what I believe. Yep. You know what I mean?
That's what I love about my channel. Nobody is knocking nobody for their beliefs. I want to hear it all. I want to hear what you believe, what you experience, why you feel the way you feel. It's important to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That goes for the ones who think
it's a story and a testimony, no matter what.
And the ones who saying what Granny Baby saying and what me and Miss May is saying.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, whatever you want to believe it's called. It's evil. I don't like. I know what to believe.
Shit. See what I say. Like, I don't believe every little thing or all that stuff, because I feel like the people that's forced that on us is part of the program, and they never liked us. So why would they tell us something to get us to heaven? That's how I feel about it. Amen. That's why I deal with just the Creator and me reaching out to the Creator, heaven and earth, all good, all things good, and just got me and my family and taking care of all us good people to help us, whoever and whatever you call it. That's who I be reaching out to. I don't care about all this part and that part, because I know for a fact them devils that did what they did to my ancestors was not trying to make sure that we go to heaven. That much I do know.
And if you get down to it, like, my grandmother was a very strong Catholic woman. Okay, she believed in her Catholic religion to the day she died. Like, you know what I mean? But she had a Bible, and I used to ask her, like, so if this Bible was made, because it was the King James version, I said, so if this Bible was made way before we was ever freed and in slavery, we were slaves back basically when they was making and creating this Bible that you read, Grandma.
And making Nat Turner teach it.
Why is it that you still want to read it? Because what if they putting stuff in there just so it could fit the agenda for that time period?
Right.
She looked at me crazy and said, "Oh, you don't love Jesus." I say, "Oh, Grandma, here we go."
That's part of the program.
You need to go get my oil so I could bless you, because that's just blasphemous. And it's like, you always want to call something wrong and evil when you stump motherfuckers in the Christian faith. I'm gonna say Christian, because y'all love when you get stumped. It's now all of a sudden I'm demonic. All I wanted to know was why we still reading that book, though. You know what I mean? That's the book they held up when they was whipping us in the back, wasn't it? The same Bible, King James. Yeah, that's the nigga right there. I don't think we should be reading that, is what I'm saying.
Right. Jen Ray said, I know what to believe. The devil has no power as long as we do not open that door. Because we know, if we don't know nothing else, we know there's good and evil.
That's damn.
We don't have to agree on every little thing to know what we know at the end of the day.
And evil. Yes, it is.
That's good and evil. And you got to know how to discern this. And that's how we got over here, because the relationships that men and women are partaking in. And it's not just women that's getting fooled and bamboozled and hurt. There's a lot of men that's feeling stuck because of their weaknesses. And next thing you know, they're intertwined with this person. There's a lot of women set men up, lie on men, and you know, due to his weakness as a man, and nobody wants to give him no grace because he's a man. But a woman, oh, you know, she fell for it, and she, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know. He didn't know either. He was one time a baby, just like she was a baby. He was a teenager, just like she was a teenager.
Yeah.
Now that they both grown, you know, you got to give them both grace. Even with R. Kelly, everything that he allegedly did, it was done to him, and this are facts. His own brother came out and said it, but nobody gave him no grace, though. Nobody cared about his demons and what happened to him.
Nope. They feel like he was a superstar, so he should have known better.
Let's be fair with everybody. We got to be fair with everybody. Let's read the comments. You said, autonomy. You said the world we live in is fishy. They finna come up, Kyla. Discernment and woman's intuition must override loneliness. You can succumb to a negative outcome. There should never be a third date, not in today's environment. Baby, you was lucky to get the first date. Okay? So our adversaries can kick rocks. Yes. Because they ain't trying to help us. They trying to program us. And that we should know that by now. If anybody, a grown ass person, we know, no matter what we was taught, it's okay to understand that aha moment came. And then talk to the creator about it. Talk to
the
universe. Talk to the ancestors. Talk to whoever you talk to. Don't just sit there and just be trying to like deal with man, because man gonna always keep you confused. I talk to the creator. I call him the creator of heaven and earth. I don't say God. I don't say Jesus. I don't say Jehovah. I don't say all those things like that. And I want to make sure, because I figure if I say the creator of heaven and earth, there's only one person who created one entity or one spirit who created heaven and earth. So I can't get it wrong that way, because the devil didn't create the heaven and the earth. So that's my mindset of things. I could be wrong, y'all.
The problem is, though, we will never know if you is wrong or right, darling. That's the kicker of it all, is that everybody has their opinion about what the universe, the creator, who that may be, what it might look like, where it came from, all of these things, and we will never know. Because once we gone, we can't tell what's real and what's not. But I tell you what, if he said we supposed to have discernment, my discernment comes with, I'm a person that can feel your energy. Like that lady said, she felt something was off. I've learned to listen to mine. Because listen, flight or flight, I got that down packed. I will get the fuck up through as soon as I feel like something ain't cool, something ain't Gucci, something stirring in the water. That's something that these young kids don't know nothing about. What about voodoo, Roxy?
What about voodoo? You said evil lives amongst us every day, all day, no matter what our religion or belief, period. You say, I'll listen when they're no longer doing the same thing, expecting different results. No, I don't know what that means. What you know into? Y'all kill me. You can't just do a one line. You got to say no, because we're talking about a lot of things. I don't know what you know into. Paper towels. We do not believe everybody should think alike. Everybody has their own mind. That's right.
Right.
The condition of the world since they took prisoners of war has led to what we're experiencing today. Hey, Empress, you said no dating. I'm good. God got me. I know that's right. Shit.
So do you feel like women can put voodoo spells on men in 2025? And vice versa?
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. Now, would it work on everybody? I don't believe it will work on any and everybody. It all depends on how strong you are as a person and what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like that lady, it didn't work on this lady telling that story. If that was true, that didn't work on her. She was protected. Yeah, but I think that's like, remember the spaghetti? How women was making spaghetti for their boyfriends and putting the blood in it? Y'all remember that? That was some 80s stuff, 90s stuff. Allegedly.
Yes, it was.
You say allegedly.
Allegedly.
You say, I know it's the womb of divine essence and benevolence. You got to come on, talk plain English so people can understand you. Come on up here, I am. so people can understand. Not everybody's gonna understand what you're saying. I understand parts and other parts I don't. Yeah, put it on like 380. I'd rather believe than not believe. I have very good discernment. That's why I haven't dated in 10 years. Okay, granny baby. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with believing. I mean, if you believe and you wrong, then you just wrong. You believe, depends on just, if you believe to the point where they could tell you on some Jim Jones cult stuff, then that might be a problem. But if you believe just enough that you ain't doing too much, you just kind of observing, and as long as it's not going past your belief system, but when you see some suspect, you kind of back, you know what I'm saying? Kind of back off. Hey, what's up, Miss Smith? TD, what you laughing at, girl? Y'all better come on up here and speak y'all piece. Break it down. So we talking about dating, but when you talk about dating, when you talk about Peach, when you talk about men, when you talk about jobs, these things can be can be addressed as well, because it's hard to talk about one without something else coming up. Just looking at my phone, making sure it was Walmart. They didn't bring my beer. Oh, I'm so mad. They did not bring my beer, y'all. You said, okay, I'm making sure I got all the comments. High Rocks in chat, make no error. There is war on women. That's all I have to say. No, you got to say more than that. What you mean war on women? Come on up here. That's the time. To really break down what you're saying. It's not about trying to convince nobody, but you might enlighten somebody, whether they say something or not. You might teach me something, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. Sometimes you don't want to say too much on the apps and stuff like that. You just want to say a little bit. I need to turn on this air. I'm hot. That's why I keep wiping my face. You said voodoo could never work on me because I wear my spiritual armor every day. Every morning I wake and get suited and booted for the world I am about to enter for the day. Yeah, Ephesians 13, put on the armor of God. Okay, it's time to get your stupid motherfucking ass up out of here. Anybody got time for that shit? That's what I'm about to do for your goofy ass, you stupid bitch. The fuck up out of here. Okay, back to our regular scheduled program. I'll cuss motherfucker out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, you can get this work. Come on, if that dumb shit. Banned your ass, banned. Oh, May, where you go? Come on back, come on back, come on back. All right. I don't know what happened. Maybe she'll come back. I did not get my little can of beer, and I'm upset. They just had the beers the other day, but I guess they don't have it today. The other day and today is 2 different days, but I was looking forward to the balance of the beer with the wine. So I'm disappointed. I truly am. But hey, I'll live to tell the story tomorrow. But this that Icon wine I was telling y'all about. It has 17% alcohol in it. It's like $8 and some change, like $9. Woo. Yeah, goofy ass. Right, Jane River. Anybody got time for that stupid shit? Just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of people you got to watch out for. That's why you got to know what you need to know. You know, you can't be gullible and vulnerable. You got to be street smart, school smart to some sense, to some degree. And you got to be spiritually smart, because some of those same spiritual folks, the men that you're meeting up in there that you end up marrying the pastor, and marrying the deacon, marrying the drummer, marrying the what you call him, the choir director. Hey, okay, let me get your dumb ass out of here. Let me get your dumb ass out of here, you stupid motherfucker. I'm gonna cuss your ass out before I put you out. Yeah, I get a kick out of that. Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah, I sure do. Get your goof ass out. Who next? Who next want to get cussed out? Can't have an intelligent conversation. Don't want to come up and really spit some real shit. You rather get in the comments and say the dumb shit. Y'all the damn demons we talking about. We the ones we warning everybody about. Y'all the ones that we are warning ladies and gentlemen about. Something's wrong with y'all. This is why you can't just be free willing, all willy-nilly all over the place, thinking that because they like the same music you like, or they got on good cologne and shit, or because they tell good jokes that, you know what I'm saying, and they locks is tight and right. That's who you can trust and be with. No, you can't. Because her booty big and she got big hips. Oh, she got a perfect smile. Okay, fellas. See how that work out for your ass. Let me see. I'm on the wrong page. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get back. You say Francisco who joined the Illuminati. Just stupid, girl. These motherfuckers are stuck on stupid. And these motherfuckers, that's who women procreating with. And men procreating with people that say shit like that. Don't make no sense. All we talk about is dating in 2025 and how these are some of the things you need to consider. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who is older, like me, Granny Baby, and different women out here a little older, and you believe in God, you believe in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? You put on the whole armor of God, but yet you let somebody finesse you and think that they the one for you. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta be smart. You can't be just know the Bible so good and, you know, serve God, but then you let Peter dumbass coming from the church that you ain't nobody know who he is, where he come from, and next thing you know he in your bed. No, hell no. And again, we was just talking about the regular folk. I just thought about that video to show y'all to listen to, because the only people out here too. You know, you got the so-called regular folk, if there's a such thing, okay? I'm just using that word to kind of separate the so-called regular folk, which ain't regular, ain't shit normal, and the people that's out here on that weird shit, okay? Then on top of being weird and being demonic or being an entity or whatever they are, they're using drugs and all kind of stuff. You said, what would you do if when you, wait a minute, hold on. What's up, Jazzy? What would you do if when you okay? So he said, yes, we'll go. What? If you don't slow the fuck down and type that shit again. Come on now. Come on. I know y'all be like this. Oh, I typed it wrong. Take it out and redo it again. I'm going to give you a chance to redo it again. Go ahead, unknown. Come on, unknown. Let's try it again so I can understand it. What's up, Jazzin? Come on up here. Okay, I'm inboxing her. Hey, Valerie from Canada. Is it okay for me to come there? They say Canada is a place to come to. From Americas. Hey, goddess of mine. Men can't handle the truth. Right. I've been accused of wanting to keep women single. If it means it's going to keep them fucking safe and smart, yeah. I'm trying to protect your dumb ass too, because y'all love to go jump in somebody's pants just because they cute, got big hips, and all because your thing stay hard all day and you don't know how to go take a cold shower. Y'all don't care what they about. You don't know if they're a real woman or a man or a trans or an evil person or what. Might try to school you or just give a difference of opinion to see where you are mentally, to see what you think. Y'all be on some other shit. This is why nobody want to date y'all goofy asses. This is why you guys, if you are a guy, you might be a woman, I don't know. You said Canada is not a good place anymore. Liberals ruined it all. Most cannot afford renting full. Oh, wow. You said nothing much, just getting off from doing these 12 hours. Wow. He said, I'm almost 53 years old and I haven't. He said, I've only had one relationship in my lifetime. My ex-husband, we were together 23 years, separated of 12. Of those 12 years have been the best. Soul ties are very real. Yes, I remember hearing about the soul ties back in the TD Jakes, Juanita Bynum years in the 96, 97, 98, something like that. Yes, I do believe that. I believe when you procreate or fornicate or whatever you want to call it with somebody, whoever they are and what they're going through, you can kind of pretty much get attached to that. And you find yourself feeling some type of way without even understanding, like, why am I feeling like this? Why do I feel down? Why do I feel? Because whatever that person is, it become a part of you. So for everybody that's out here that got somebody, whether you're married or been shacking up for 50,000 years, and it's good, stay there. Nobody telling y'all to separate. I'm just trying to see where people, what are their opinions about it? And if you want to come share your story about what you personally are going through or what you've been through, and now you're here, you started from the bottom, now you're here, this is the platform to come up and talk about. Yeah. This is how you know the human species are mentally and emotionally challenged. Stop reproducing those demons. You said millennials and Canada says dating is a mess, especially Tinder and other dating apps. Because everybody, hey, wife, mommy, everybody, and when I say everybody, no, I'm talking about everybody, but a lot of goddamn bodies is looking for help. You know, they have an ulterior motive. It's not too many. It's not too many men that's looking for a woman to build with, to take care of, to have a family with, because they already feel hopeless like a penny with a hole with it when they out here dating. They already feel like women on some using shit based off their last 2 or 3 relationships. They already got a baby or 2 with somebody, or they thought they did, come to find out it was his best friends. You know, they grew up too fast trying to take care of a woman when they was only 16, thinking that they had to go out there and get a job, 2 jobs, or sell drugs to get her hair done. Now that it didn't work out, they angry and bitter and call women this and call women that. That's a lot of those out here. And they just should have been a kid and sitting their ass down somewhere. Anybody tell your ass to try to be grown and do what Uncle Johnny was doing, pipping holes and slamming Cadillac doors? Should have set your ass down and focused on football and academics. They just be regurgitating scriptures with no comprehension. Say, hey, mama, how are the kids? Oh, they doing good. They doing good. I just got through telling their ass to be quiet. I'm doing good. A little high. I want to turn on this air. Because y'all know it went from real cold to now it's like almost close to 75, 80 degrees. I ain't been down the past 2 days, but that's what they say. Let me look and see what the weather is right now. Today's weather, let's check it out. I don't want no weather out. I just want to know what the damn weather is. I think it's 61 right now, high 70, low 49. Feels like 52. Okay, so that's still pretty decent. But KK was saying how it was like 80 degrees out there in St. Louis. You said millennial males want instant sexual gratification with no effort and commitment. More than 50% of 30-year-old ladies in Canada are child-free and not married. Okay, Val, spitting that game. And I don't understand why they act so thirsty about having those relations when it's on. You're going to be done in 5 to 10, 15 minutes on a good day. If you working with a little bit of energy, 15 minutes. But if it's just, you know, you could do that without actually having a relationship. You can get all that gratification you're looking for without destroying somebody's life and wasting your time as well. I don't understand. You said we had 72 here in Virginia. Okay. Say, yes, Rox, definitely I want to kind of crack the window. Yeah. Say, this woman was crying on TikTok saying men are terrorists. Damn, not terrorists. Why she say they terrorists? Let me try to find that video. Let me hold on. Let me go pull it up. Damn, not terrorists. I can believe some men on that shit. You just don't know. We can't look at people from the outside looking in. You just can't do that. You can't look at people and say, oh, you look like a man, look like a woman. Why does I keep coming here? This shit is tripping. Okay, I was on some other shit. Okay, you say men are terrorists. I'm trying to see if the video will come up. Is this it? Yeah.
Tell y'all what I just found. Well, not what I just found out, but just what I've been researching. And I need to catch my breath. So hold on. Whew. Now y'all know when I'm in my car, I got some real shit to tell you. Either I just got to download. I'm up in the ether somewhere. Some information just hit me. Spirit just like go to the car. So I've been doing some research and trying to understand the psychology of men who abuse women physically. And I've always been the type of person that's been like curious to know why people do the things that they do. Like I would even watch things like what's some shows called, like when they be obsessed with each other, like Fatal Attraction, you know, shit like that, just to see like what people think and what drives them to do the things that they do. So I already said before, and I say this time and time again, that women are unalive to the hands of a man every 4 hours, okay? That they are in a relationship with, trying to leave the relationship, or married to.
Hey, Tina.
For those that don't know, I am a survivor of domestic violence. And I know a lot of times people don't really want to hear about domestic violence or could care less because they haven't physically experienced it, or because they don't know how to recognize domestic abuse, because it can be psychological and physical, emotional, financial. Okay. And a lot of times people turn a blind eye to the victim.
And I feel like because a lot of people are experiencing it and they don't want to face up to what they're probably experiencing. It's a hard pill to swallow, knowing that you're probably in some form or some level of what she's talking about. So no, that's why it's only 30-something people up in here. As opposed to we was talking about Peach, it might have been 50-something, might have been 100. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Domestic violence happens when there is a power struggle. So one party is wanting to have power and control over another. And the abusive man will use tactics like intimidation, physical, bullying, or assaults to maintain power and control over the woman. Disclaimer, domestic violence can happen amongst any type of relationship. That could be male and female, 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 male and male. Okay? But I'm specifically focusing on male abusing the female because the numbers are ridiculously high in the abuse and the unaliving. Okay? 95% of abuse reported is men beating, hitting, assaulting, raping a woman, okay? And 5% of these reports are men reported that they're being abused by women. So again, back to my 99%, majority of men are very abusive, okay? Every 12 seconds, a woman is abused by her partner, a man partner. 37% of women are battered during pregnancy, including blows to the abdomen. That's from the breast line down to pelvic bone.
Oh.
And a lot of these women find themselves either homeless or going back to their abuser because they have nowhere to go. And there are more pet shelters than there are shelters for women who are battered and trying to flee from their abuser.
Oh my God.
And what I just gave you is a bird's eye view of the numbers that is being reported. There are many, many women who do not report their abuse and their struggles on trying to leave their abuser. So just like a program in a computer has codes, okay, so does the things that people do. It's manifested from something spiritually and energetically, psychologically built.
I'll be right back.
And coded within that individual, okay? So what I was picking up on is basically that these men are embodying this spirit of like that patriarchal spirit. Now, if you go back and you do some research on the history and the foundation of patriarchal or the patriarchy, okay, where that came from, you will see, you will begin to see, especially if you ask Spirit to show you the root of why men abuse women. The root of that is hate. The root of patriarchal, the root of what patriarchy is also hate. They are just manifesting that spirit of power and control as the government does with society, but at a more micro level within a home. They're mimicking that spirit. The government means mind control. Government literally means mind control. The government was created by patriarchs, which is the opposite of matriarch, right? So if the foundation of patriarch is mind control, and a lot of these men don't know who they are, they're not in tune with the feminine, with the feminine within themselves, and they've detached from source, and they are not guided by the divine spirit, the Holy Spirit, then they are a threat and terrorist and a direct threat to the feminine. So, yes, I see the numbers, and I can even understand the psychology. I can't understand why. I can see why in research these beings, these men who are abusive, why they do what they do. But I also see it on an energetic and spiritual level as well. It's about suppressing the divine feminine. It's about keeping the divine feminine suppressed so that they can maintain power and control. And what the man is doing within the home is like a inner terrorist attack to keep the agenda of the patriarchal society going. So this is why I say what I say, because it's all spiritual. It's all spiritual and energy. And when women learn to tap into who they are and tap into their intuition and learn to observe people and accept people for who they are and know that you can't change people, we will begin to move differently, and we will begin to pay attention to our intuition when it's saying danger, stranger, danger, 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 danger. They are not your kind. They are not your kind. And we will begin to choose ourselves and make sure that we maintain protection over ourselves and not giving our power away to men who only seek to dominate and control you and not love you. That's not love.
Not at all.
Wanting to control another person is not love. So I encourage women to go out and check the numbers. Check the numbers of domestic violence when it comes to men abusing women. Tap into the psychology and the science of narcissism and correlate that with serial killers, because they all have the same characteristics. Narcissistic men have the same characteristics of serial killers, psychopath, Jeffrey Dahmers, okay?
Dang.
This is why Spirit is saying, the Great Mother is saying women are in grave danger because they have the same characteristics, which means they have the potential to unalive you. Like that. It's just got to take something to tick them off, to trigger them. And you being a divine feminine alone triggers them. You have something that they don't have. And that's the feminine. That's being the divine feminine. If you stuck around to the end of this video and you're looking for a support group for women, directed by me, comment down below.
All right, come on in, Ian, and tell me what you was going to talk about as well as what she just said. If you don't mind, give me some Tums. I got heartburn. You hear Ian? Oh, it's an
Can you hear me?
Okay, my bad. I hear you now. My bad. I ain't had you on the stage yet.
I'm not echoing, am I?
No, sound good.
Okay, because I'm outside. Okay. Now you wanted me to explain what I was saying?
Yeah, explain what you was saying. And whatever she was just saying, how you feel about it after you say what you got to say.
Oh, no, I was just explaining that I'm not spiritually immature. And I feel like religious people are spiritually immature because they stay on the same level. If you're sinning and constantly asking for forgiveness, you never mature to the point where you're no longer sinning, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you got to get out of that immature. Yeah, you got to get out of that being spiritually immature and become mature enough to know that you can resist temptation and dysfunction or sinning, malevolency, malice, all of that. You can overcome that once you become spiritually mature. You won't have to keep asking God to forgive you for foolishness.
Right,
and then the other thing I was going to say about what she was saying, I see it all the time. I talk to people all the time. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what's the purpose of constantly repeating the same thing, expecting a different result? If you got to go and ask God to forgive you about the same thing 20 dozen times, then you're no better than a sinner. They just don't have a scapegoat to go to and ask for forgiveness. But the scapegoat is the illusion. You've been fooled into thinking that somebody's going to forgive you, because on Judgment Day, we still got to find out why you still sinning.
Right.
So you think all of that is just... Huh?
Go ahead. I was just reading the comment. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. But no, that's just based off the religious aspect. It's a lot of religious people who have been bamboozled by the colonizers, if you want to call them that. So I was just, and I know that for a fact that they've been bamboozled. Because I'm not a religious person, but I'm not a sinner. There's no reason for me to sin. I'm a grown woman. What I'm sinning for? Who I'm hiding from? So no, them days are over. And as far as the video that the young lady just spoke on, it's true. The matriarch is rising. That's all I can say. It's evident. Babylon is falling. And like I said before in one of our other videos, if they claim to be, if Caucasian people claim to be at the top of every hierarchy, if the hierarchy is falling, they fall first, and everything attached to them falls with them. I don't want to be attached to none of that. Rather it's politics, religion, whatever it is, because there's so many different social constructs, it's hard to keep track. It's so many, and they're all being misled, and that's the sad part about it. And they don't even realize it, because you don't know what you don't know. Right. But you are held accountable for what you don't know. So you can't just listen to people tell you about these religions and believe it in its totality without asking some prominent questions. All we doing is just regurgitating and not comprehending.
Right. Say not true. Men possess feminine energy as well. Right. They do. That's for my.
Well, if they come from a woman, of course they have her characteristics and traits. The woman is the one with the seed in her womb when she's born. When I was born, my kids were already in my womb. So the woman is the one that holds creation in her womb.
Right.
So even the way that they tell how kids are created and all of that stuff is a lie. I work in the medical field, so I know they can't pull the wool over my eyes. And you got to know human behavior. A lot of people are talking about romantic.
That's the part.
You said what?
It's a whole lot more layers to get to before you even try to understand what a man means, what he's saying, all that. We don't, like you just said, we don't even understand human behavior. They ain't teaching all that part. Mom and dad can't teach it. Want to talk to them. How they know about all that science part of it and the mind and all that? They don't know that. They was just taught to learn the math, pass the spelling bee, do what we do, the pledge allegiance. You know what I'm saying? Look at the chart of the food pyramid.
That's the danger of being told what to do versus how to do something. You don't know how to think. Everything was told to, just like we just had this conversation not too long ago, because I told you that the kids came and did a field trip through the garden, and they were saying how children do math nowadays versus how it was taught when we were in school. And even though you came to the same answer, they wanted you to do it one way and one way only. You can't just come up with the answer. You got to show each step, however many steps there were, before you got the answer. What was the purpose of teaching everybody the same technique? Because that's mind control. Something as minute as that is mind control. You can't just come up with the answer because you're a genius. You got to write out the steps and do it this way. So now they're teaching kids a totally different way. So, but the answer really is there's multiple ways of getting one answer.
Right. It's more than one way to skin a cat. It's more than one way to make cornbread. It's more than one way, you know what I'm saying, to do a lot of things. But if they want to be done that way just for the control of.
Right. If I need everybody to do things one certain way, I'm going to only teach them one certain way.
Why did they stop teaching the kids cursive writing? They can't even sign the back of their checks when they get their checks from school. I taught them, so they know because I taught them. But when I realized they wasn't even learning that in school, I had to teach them. I'm like, what you mean you don't know how to cursive write? They don't tell us that. Because when I cash their checks in my bank, I'm like, don't they got to sign? And then I sign. They like, no, you write their name. Then you sign, you cursive write your name and put your bank account name on. Before, remember you used to have to endorse a check back in the day if your mom's going to cash your check for you? When you know what I'm saying, as a teenager, with your first job, before you got your account, you would have to sign your name, cursive writing. And then you will write their name or sign their name. I think you will write their name and then they'll sign their name and put it. They change all that. And it's got to be a reason why.
Because the days of checks will be over. Just like they're trying to get you to do everything digitally. They don't want you to, like paper statements in the mail, they prefer you to do it digital.
Why is that?
Because you're entering a digital age.
They trying to do what?
I said you're going into a digital age. We're leaving one age and entering a new age. Mm-hmm. And I know I hear a lot of people talk about the one world order. You're already in a one world order. If everybody's doing the same thing every day, repeatedly, Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays and Sundays, you do the same thing that you do every Saturday and Sunday, you're already in a one world government because you're on repeat.
Been there for a while.
You're on repeat. And people hate to hear the truth, but I can't give you nothing but the truth. So if you don't like it, eventually
Yes.
it'll be a revelation for you.
Yeah, you say so they can keep track of everything. KK said they are doing away with the penny. You mean like a literal coin penny? Is that what you're saying?
They're doing away with the $10 bill too.
I mean, I just don't like. Just this is what I suggest when we over here in this chat talking about things. Just absorb everything everybody got to say to the point of where you're thinking on how you want to perceive it or parts you want to spit out. Or keep in mind, keep it in the back of your mind. Write it down, jot it down somewhere. You never know. It might come back up and you might like, that person was right. Don't just get angry with people with a difference of opinion, whether they're right or wrong, or whether, because we don't know who's right about every little thing and wrong about everything. I want to hear everybody's perspective and opinion. That's just me personally, since it's my platform. I don't want people over here getting mad and angry with people, going back and forth with people about it's this, oh no, it's this, it's that. It's not necessary.
But do you see how hard it is to get them to see that there's multiple perspectives? That's what I mean. I understand that there's multiple perspectives. That's why it don't bother me. But when it's hard for them to think anything outside of what they already believe, it's hard. It's like a brick wall. You cannot get past it. They have to be willing to realize, because the truth is right in front of your face. You know that there are people out here with multiple perspectives. You know it, but you think everybody thinks like you. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy to be in a fallen state of wisdom. Because you just believe. You ain't even past wisdom or knowledge or understanding. You are still at belief. Look up the perspective of belief. Like really, really look into that. Because that's the lowest perspective you can be at, is belief. Children believe.
Like
with life experiences, at some point you should know.
But let me read some comments. Say Roxy very right. Everyone's perspective matters. Yes. Say I don't know why I can't keep a woman. My friends tell me it's because when she annoys me, I strike her. Yeah, and that's a lot of men do that. They be ready. If they don't do it, they thinking about it. Tony had hit the wall many a times and walked up on me like he was going to do it just for me to smack the shit out of him first. Because you're not going to walk up on me like you're about to do nothing to me. I could be scared as all outdoors. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to succumb to it. I'm going to go out. But
that's a him issue. That's not a her. That's not about anything outside of you. That's a you issue.
Right. But they got
it ain't got nothing to do with who it is. No, they got fear when it comes. Look, they got fear. It ain't no restraint. They got fear when it comes to other men because they know what men are capable of. They got fear,
especially by them so-called men. You say yes,
right? Because men take men out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why a lot of guys get robbed. Say like when I got robbed at gunpoint, me and 2 other women. He let us go. Had that been a man or 2 men getting robbed, he wasn't gonna let them go. He was gonna shoot them because he already know they coming back for him. They gonna look for him. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't make it out of situations like that because of the fear.
I've been robbed at gunpoint. I've been robbed at gunpoint myself, and I would never suggest anybody do what I did though. But I chased him because that's how angry I was. That's how angry I was that he. But that's what I'm saying. That's how come I know I'm divinely protected, because I do stuff that the average person wouldn't do because I don't have any fear.
Kathy. Hey, Cajun Peach. We have
because I know fear.
Tonight. Anybody want to come on?
Because I know fear is false evidence appearing real, so I don't have fear. Never have. Even as a kid, that's why I said I wish my mom could talk to you, because I was a different kind of child, and I'm a different kind of adult. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest nobody chase the person down.
Right. Never. Look, the man
but I
that
kicked off my shoes and chased him.
He told us to run after he got my stuff because they didn't have nothing. Thank God I had a whole Bulls jacket. You remember them Bulls jackets for 1998 or 99? They was $105. And I had that. I mean, I didn't have it a day. $60 cell phone. He got my keys and everything. So I had to do everything over. They didn't have nothing. And then my supervisor had the nerve to tell him, I ain't got no money. Baby, this is not up for discussion. Because I was about to go on her titties and her purse
and find it for her.
But he was satisfied with it. Okay. Shit. No, I said, this ain't your grandson looking at the dog. And you like look at him like, what? I ain't got no money. And my friend was trying to hide her gold chains. My little dark skinned friend out there, she was holding her, had her rings on her finger. They ain't had nothing. I lost everything. I had a $1 left, and I couldn't go to the club across the street because I live right across the street from the little sports club. We was about to go there. That was the whole reason why she met me at the job. But I was so glad to be alive. The next day I had a client. I made $85. I got me a Coke for $50. I had insurance on my phone, and I had car fare to get to work because payday was like a couple days away. I had my life. That was more important than anything. That was 1 year. I cried, boy. Tears of joy. Yes, TD. Y'all want to come up and get y'all perspective? Y'all have to just type in the chat. Y'all can come up and say, because sometimes typing things don't come across the way that you want to say them. All I ask is that everybody just respect each other. All different perspectives, whether I agree or don't agree. It don't matter. We support each other. We love on each other. And I ain't got to agree with half the shit you say, but don't mean that I don't respect what you said. I'm just going to be like, well, I ain't going for that one. You know what I'm saying?
It just gives you a better understanding of where they are. That's all. I enjoy talking to people. We have group sessions, so I just know where you are spiritually.
Mm-hmm. And we just around here like some robots. This is like when I think about people I know in real life sometime and just watching people, it's just like some robots. Like they have no life, they have no happiness. They just existing, doing whatever they doing to make their bills, to where they can eat, but no happiness, no purpose. They divine purpose, whatever they should be doing is being distracted from the things that they got to do with no happiness. All the while having some type of anger. That's why I see like a lot of black men have these things where they be saying about black women this and black women that, and we're gonna be alone and this, that, and the third, and the black woman saying this about the black man and stuff. We got bigger fish to fry than that shit. That don't even make no sense. But in the meanwhile, all the babies keep coming. Like all this not agreeing and not getting along, but babies keep fucking popping up. It's crazy.
Like rabbits.
It's like y'all hate each other.
I mean, that's the only time. That's the only time they can get along is when there's sexual energy being passed between the two of them.
Right. And half these women ain't never had an orgasm. That's what's really fucking sad. That shit all in their mind. They ain't never had a real orgasm. I wouldn't have known if I never had talked to women. And some women didn't even know they're supposed to be moving back. They thought they just lay there. They just lay there. That's their job. Just lay there.
Do you see what I mean when I say how detached they are from themselves? So, but you telling me that you got intuition and discernment? No way. No way. That's why I say a lot of the stuff that people say be straight up lies. And you know it. There's other things that lead you to that resolution. Just because you say one thing, there's multiple things that are proving you wrong at the same time that you sit up here lying. But they be wanting you to believe the lie so bad.
But how do they get to happiness when all they do is work, pay bills, and maybe have a drink? Maybe they smoke cigarettes, maybe they smoke weed. It's like, what is the purpose? What brought me happiness from a child on up to even now is my dance. I knew I was destined to dance. I aspired to dance, be a dancer. Maybe I'm supposed to did something higher than what I even did. Being that I'm doing it now, pretty much at 50-some years of age, I didn't get famous. I didn't get rich or wealthy by it. I'm not a celebrity by it. But I'm doing a lot of things that some of them are doing. And when you
accomplish your dreams, that's when you're gonna be happy. whatever your dreams are, because I've been accomplishing mine one by
You know
one.
what? My only dream now is for these kids to be straight, like having the house, the farm, the knowing how to take care of themselves. Everything that you be talking about when it comes to being self-sufficient that we was never taught from birth, like it was just a game, like it's just a TV show or a storybook or a weekly series. What's that movie's come on? Green Acres. You know, like we just some shit we just watched, but it just wasn't important. The main thing to do is to do what everybody else do. And then you're normal. You get a boyfriend, you get a girlfriend, you get married, you get kids. If you 36, you ain't got no kids. What, you ain't married yet? You been with him all this time, or you ain't got no man? You been 5 years since you had a man. What's wrong with you? You know, it's got to be more to life than that.
It absolutely is, and I'm here. I'm a witness. It absolutely is.
Right now, I feel happy without being in the situation I was in. I feel happy. But is it like true happiness? No, because I don't have, like you said, I haven't accomplished to do what I want to do for the kids before I leave this earth. I might not be able to. And maybe that's not the plan. Maybe it's on somebody else to do. Maybe my plan is to plant the seed and do what I'm doing and whatever else I'm going to do. And then I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just because I want to do something, that don't mean that's the divine order of what I'm supposed to be doing.
Or all you supposed to do is live your purpose, whatever that is. Like I said, I know my purpose already. So I've been working on my purpose my whole life, and I'm here now. So teaching people how to be self-sufficient, self-love, self-preserved, and self-governed. And all of those things are possible without man governing you or a system that is currently crumbling before your eyes.
Right. So the reason why I want to like talk about the dating thing to see what people mindset is and bring in new people. Like a couple new people came up in here. What it's there. Most of them appear to be trolls, and some of them in the bushes who just ain't said nothing. But I'm just trying to get people to understand, like, what is you want and why you want it. Like, this might be a great thing, you know, but a lot of reasons why this shit not working out because y'all not really, and we as people not really using our thinking cap. Like,
right, they're really not evolved. They're not evolved to the point where they can actually show love one for another. They're not. There's too much racism. There's just too much isms in the world for people to be talking about they love somebody. Half of them don't even love themselves, let alone somebody. So that's why I said the truth is right in front of people's faces. They just got to see it. They don't have good romantic relationships. They don't have good platonic relationships. There's always somebody being dysfunctional, whether it's you or the other person or both of y'all together.
Right. Say women are raised to be caretakers and men are raised to explore the world. Ooh, Kathy.
We're not raised that way because my mom did that, but that wasn't my decision for my life. That's what I'm saying. You have to have your own mind. I have my own mind. I know that the things that she may have wanted to do and cater to my dad was fine for her, but that's not the life I choose for me. So it's okay for her because that's what she wanted to do. That's why I said there's multiple perspectives. I can't just do what she did because she did it and it's not something that's true to me. My journey and my path is totally different from hers. We're not the same person. I don't want to be her. She don't want to be me. So because I saw that doesn't, just because I saw it doesn't mean I'm going to repeat that, because that's not something that I want for me.
Right, especially when it's not right. It's like, what's the point of me staying in a marriage? No matter how many times Tony would say, well, what you married me for? You know, the dumbest goddamn question ever. Like I'm just complaining and ready to end this and don't like you for no goddamn reason. Like you ain't did nothing. You just spectacular. You're doing everything. You provide, you're nurturing, you're wonderful, you're funny, you're clean. You know, you love, everybody. Come on, just dumb shit. Like
Because they
it's
really don't
obvious
think
why.
that what they're doing is wrong. That's why. Because they've been doing it and ain't nobody else said that it was wrong. They enabled it, but they never told them that the shit was wrong. So they go on living thinking that it's okay because nobody has ever told them shit is wrong.
Entitled to get their penis wet, entitled to tell you what to do, entitled to a meal, entitled for you to keep the house clean. Just entitled, just because that's what you're supposed to do as a woman. Bust it wide open, shut up, listen to me, don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live like that. And that's the story of everybody. That's just like, ain't no way around being with a man that it ain't gonna end up that way. That's the whole objective for him wanting you. You think he wants
Because
you just because
that's their mindset. That's their mindset though. And that's what I mean when I say they've all been conditioned or programmed to think that way. Regardless of who they got it from or where they got it from.
He said that this man said they learned that mess in the barbershop. They need to stay their ass out the barbershop then. They need to stay up out of there.
They learned it from past generations. They just repeating the same thing, expecting a different result.
They're looking at their mama brother or their mama's relationship with the daddy and the different men, and the people in the neighborhood, the crackheads and all. The crackheads got more respect for me than the average person out here faking the funk in these relationships. Them crackheads stay together forever. Okay, grinding. You see, I was always a people person and measuring purpose. I ain't never been. I'm a people person on a level of dealing with people, but in my personal life, like right now in this house, no, I don't want nobody coming over here knocking on my door. You're gonna have to call me, and I'm not trying to entertain nobody. I don't want to come to your house. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in my early 20s, I club all day long, doing shows, lead the club, do the show, the performance that we just did and got paid for to go club and hang out with certain people. And that's what my regular routine was, but it was never people at my house unless it was a birthday. You know what I'm saying? It had to be some special occasion. My house was not the spot. I took the pizza out. Yeah, child. So I really feel like most of us in here, I was hoping to get more people up in here to talk about it. Like more people, like maybe 35, 45 and up and stuff like that. And it's like, there's not a lot of people in here. Because of this subject, because a lot of people are already in dysfunctional, fucked up relationships, and they don't want to hear it. They live in this life. They have a bad situation or a not serious situation. They probably don't even take seriously, but until shit hit the fan, and then next thing you know, somebody hurt, somebody in jail, somebody unalive.
Mm-hmm. Like what did you want to talk about as far as relationships though? Do people still want to date? Is it
right? My question is dating in 2025, yes or no? And then pretty much why. That's pretty much what the question was. And you had May come up here and people in the chat, they said, yes, no, or like who was that said yeah? Her husband passed away. Okay, that was T. That was that
I would
T?
date in, I would date in 2025. I don't have a problem dating. I'm a people person.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't mind dating.
Right. Okay.
You said what?
So even though a lot of people, you answered it, but I was finna ask you like why wouldn't you have a problem with dating like the average person? And you know what I'm saying? Because the average person is not like you. They not like you. They not smart as you.
And my male.
Why I asked you that.
My male friends say that to me all the time about me dating and what kind of man would I date, because I'm not like the average person, and I'm not, but I would still date. It doesn't stop me from dating. Like I said, I just know where you are on your spiritual journey, and you don't have to be where I am because maybe you haven't put in as much work as I have. I've been doing this a long time, so I don't expect everybody to be where I am. It would be unfair for me to have that unrealistic. expectation. Say that again.
But do you expect him to ask? He asked you for a date, and you expect him to pay. You expect him to pick you up, or you meet him, and that's cool. But you don't expect to be going on 50-50 on no date. And date means that's one time. But dating, that means we're dating to get to know each other. And it might have been 2 months right now. You know what I'm saying? Almost been 3 months.
In my 50 years, I have never had to pay for a date. That's why I say people know how to approach you based off just your energy alone. And because of where I am spiritually, my energy is the first thing that you're going to notice and or recognize before you even, you know what I'm saying? So that has never been a question. Never.
But you
in
know
my
what? It
50
seems like
years.
when they talk about stuff like that, it's talk. Ain't nobody saying, oh, baby, let's go out. All right. But yeah, we're going 50-50. It's all be like a panel or a room full of folks at somebody's house watching the game, and they get to chopping it up and talking about it. They ain't really doing that shit for real. They just projecting what they really wish they could say, what they really wish would happen. Ain't none of you guys out here talking about no 50-50 on no date that you ask somebody out that you pretty much just met or start working with or got familiar with through however you got familiar with. You're not addressing her in that manner. You are trying to impress her because you like them hips. You like them lips. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why they be trying to have these discussions as if that they really finna come tell you, me, or whoever that, yeah, well, I want to go out with you, but shit, it's 50-50. Get your ass out here. Y'all not saying it. Stop. You ain't bold enough to say that. You bold enough to do a lot of shit.
They might not be saying it out their mouth, but they might be talking about, I left my wallet at home.
And that's you better get the fuck back there and wash some dishes, sir. You need to go wash some dishes. You need to call your mama, tell her cash out you real quick.
Like I left my wallet in the car. I left my wallet in the car. Next thing you know, he driving off.
I've had experience where a guy take me out to eat, like invite me, go out where you want to go. We get there. I want to say we was at either Chili's or Applebee's. It was some dumb shit like that. And then he started telling me how much money he had once I started with the menu. I'm like, well, you must not be hungry because you only got $50. Shit, that's me right there all day. You ain't no food for you. And he sat there and watched me eat and took me home. Wow. Stupid shit. And think you're going to get some ass. We only giving up ass because we want to do it too. It ain't because you bought us some, I got to give him some ass. He bought me $50 worth of food. He gave me a cash app. He gave me $40 on my Netflix bill and shit. No, women are screwing when they want to screw, except for, I ain't calling them women. Just because she got big old bitties and a booty, that don't mean she's a female woman. She might have the part anatomy, but that's not a real woman with a thinking mind and stuff, you know, because real women going to get it straight before you even come to the door. I'm going to let you know 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. You need to be here on time or don't knock on my door. Don't call me. Don't text me talking about 9:15. I'm on my way. No, you're not. So that's both our jobs. You can't just let these guys say and act and dictate and do what they do, and then you don't say nothing back, acting like, you know, because you so glad somebody asked you out. I've been a bitch in the door because I want them to know what they get. I ain't finna play I'm the salad and water bitch. No, I'm the one I'm gonna challenge you. I ain't gonna agree with what you say about politics. I got my own mind. I got my own mindset. And I don't get mad because they can't influence you to think like they teaching you something. You know, that type of guy that like, well, no, you know, in the politics and in the Reagan era and blah, blah, blah. And they expect you to be like, oh, yeah, you're right. You sure right. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? You say, what is too much spiritual? Who are you talking to? You talking to me? So I agree, the man I'm with to pay every single penny for what it is. And you in a dating stage that you just ask somebody on a date for the first time and you think that she supposed to go 50-50. You ask for the date, she don't know you from Adam. I can see along the line, and it's like y'all been chopping it up for 3, 5, 6 months, and she be like, baby, let's go out. I'm like, baby, you don't get paid to the mom. Man, I got you. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You don't just go on the door thinking that you entitled to 50-50. That's crazy shit. Looking all regular like your regular ass looking. You ain't like you all spectacular. You ain't no fine ass Denzel when he was from the 90s and shit, or Elder Barge from back in the 80s and shit. You just a regular ass goddamn man. You probably drink beer too much, shit teeth yellow. Come on now, stop. You just a regular average Joe going to work. Ain't no guarantees. And then half your ass trying to cheat, trying. You're not really successful. A lot of you not successful. A lot of y'all shit don't even work no more. I'm here to tell you. It ain't just Tony. Tony ain't the only one who shit don't work. So I am that way also, Rox. I cannot be finessed to do finesse. Okay? You say men have no social grace. So that's why I understand how, that's why I asked the question, like, dating, yes or no, and why? Like, what is about dating, especially if you an older person, I'm gonna say 45 and up. Anybody under 30, I understand. They still got hope. They delusional. Okay. They still in that realm. That's the realm they in. I was there once before. Everything was butterflies. And, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, I see the food they really are. It's like, you know, you all right. You know, and I don't even care about looks. I care about hygiene. I care about the swag. I like the silver fox looking man, whether he got a whole lot of money or just a regular guy working at the steel mill. You know, I like that he got to have a good laugh. He's smart. He know a little about everything, a little bit about everything, and not a whole lot about, you know, one thing. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely, you got to be a clean guy, and you can't stink. You can't stink. That's why I have a problem dating Tony. He wasn't the finest looking man, but I thought he, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to be on his grown man.
Like, you ain't fine, and you stink.
Oh, now you got to pick a struggle, bro. You can't be out here stinking, dumb, drunk, and then trying to give your money to somebody else thinking, I'm going to pick up the slack on the bills while you give somebody $200 and $300 and $600, and I'm going to, all because I wasn't giving you none. I know the mindset. He was telling the old girl, I got you. I'm going to tell her she got them 5 grandkids there, so she going to pay the bills. They need to like something. They need this and that. Why he going to give his money to somebody else? So that's why it made me really get serious about leaving.
Are there any men in your chat, in your chat, in the line, in the chat?
I'm not sure. If there's any men in here, y'all let me know. I'm just reading the comments. I can't tell by the names. I know this is a woman.
I'd really like to know, is this something that men have just recently started doing, or is this something that they've always been doing? Because you are not the first married woman that I have spoken to that says that their husband don't brush their teeth and wash their ass on a regular basis. Like, is this something that they a lot of them are doing? No hygiene.
You can't say that because I don't like her no more, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't even it. Because
that's a lack of self-care. Right. That's a lack of self-care. Right. It ain't got nothing to do with the woman.
That's when you go to work every day. It ain't like you stay in the house all day and all your bills paid. You good. You got a lot of money coming from your VA. You know what I'm saying? From your 401k, and you straight. You just don't give a damn no more. You know. But no,
what does that have to do with you?
Right, because they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They ain't got to go outside to see nobody. So, but right, my auntie was the type of woman that she would get up and go shower, put on her makeup, do her hair, put on her perfume, dress, and sit on the couch.
Right, and I know that's what I'm saying. I don't understand this. I'm hearing this a lot from married women, and I'm shocked.
You said a lot of men are homosexual.
I'm like, are you sleeping with that?
Okay, I ain't slept in the room since 2020. No penetration, probably at least since 2018. And when I did, it didn't work then. So they can't even count that. Hello. Mm-hmm. Thank you. But again, if I was to take it back to that, if I want to really dwell on that, look how many men that don't tell women they shit don't work. They won't even tell you. I know cases where women have divorced, got married because they didn't do nothing. They was doing it the traditional way of Christian. Won't wait till they get married and do it. And then woman found out after marriage that it didn't work, and she divorced him. The judge granted her divorce because he did not expose that he had that condition. Y'all be knowing your shit don't work. He knew his shit didn't work when we got together, and I didn't give a shit because I wasn't caring about sex like that. So I'm thinking like that's a win for me. He just gonna pay the bill. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But if I cared, okay. You say women are nothing but walking vaginas to them, right? Like they doing you a goddamn favor. Say most men objectify me and want to sleep with me. I think I found a really good one, and then I sleep with them once or twice. They are off. They just there for my body. A lot of men disgust me with their dirty ass. Make sure they take a bath too. When you first do
it don't even be about the body though. Men will sleep with anything. We see that every day.
Sure will.
They'll sleep with a crackhead. It ain't got nothing. That's what I said. Women think that, but it ain't got nothing to do with none of that. None of it.
Okay.
That's just boosting your ego. It ain't got nothing. They'll stick their ping in anything. In each other. So it ain't got nothing to do with right. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It sound good though. Men are just trifling. That's all.
Oh, you said read what I said about the zoo. Okay, let me go up there. Erectile. Right, that's what he had. Erectile. And then try to tell me, well, it's because you ain't doing this and you ain't doing that. Do it like this, do it like that. Man, I ain't got but 5 minutes for your ass. And I don't know a lot about a whole bunch of things, but one thing I know a lot about is DICK. I just left for marriage for 7 years. I lived with my first husband. It's not like I'm new to the game. I ain't been out the game 10 years and then I get with you and then I'm still like, oh, I'm supposed to lick it like that now? They ain't doing it like that? Oh, that other shit don't work? No, I just left a husband. We never had those problems, sir. So it's your ass.
Right. He would have had you swinging from the chandelier talking about, oh, now it's rising. Now.
And that's what it was in our 20s, so I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. I never walk vaginas. I'm trying to see what
they're drinking. If he's an alcoholic, it's the drinking, the alcohol. Yeah. Anything that you over consume or do, it's gonna cause you problems.
Melody, where your zoo
I got some purple panty dropper for him if he That's an herb that helps erectile dysfunction. I'm growing it so I can sell to the men who have erectile dysfunction and their wives. I already got customers. And it's mostly women. I need that.
Imagine being a drunk, being like a Wood the Wino. What's his name? Ned the Wino from Good Times. That's the husband, just drunk, slurring, and then your shit don't work on top of that. And it makes sense. It don't. You ain't drinking like that, and your shit ain't gonna work because that's the repercussions from it. I'm trying to see what you said about the zoo. Well, oh, okay, here it is. You said once in a zoo in Japan, they had a male silverback gorilla with no mate. So they thought they found the right female. Put her in enclosure with the male, and he beat her to death. What? Let me read that again. It said once in a zoo in Japan, they had a male silverback gorilla with no mate. So they thought they found the right female. Put her in the enclosure with the male, and he beat her to death. Why? That's crazy.
Mentally and emotionally challenged. Every living creature's issue when they don't show love or operate in love.
Yeah. And I know it's like men have this thing about, well, not all men, because I've dated a couple men that just look at me and keep going. They never call me bitches or nothing. But it's only been about 2 or 3. But most of the men be like, shut up, talk to me. Just leave me alone. Just shut up. Shut up, Rocks. Shut up. Like, if you don't, I'm going to get you. And I just keep going. Keep going. Make me shut up. What you going to do? I ain't shutting up shit. I shut up when the fuck I want to shut up. And through God's grace and mercy, I'm still here with all my teeth except the ones that fell out on his own. No, nobody knocked them out. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Father. Thank you, universe. He said, I love adventure. I'm not just just a bedroom woman. I want my world turned upside down and the blue pills work. My husband calls me and tells me to meet him in the driveway. Woo! What you say? Okay. Go on now. Kathy, did you really say that? Did you really type that? Not my Kathy. Kathy! Girl! You
talking about Viagra?
I don't know what they gave Tony. He ain't never tried me because I know he's talking about I took it, it's ready. That shit, please. That shit was weak as hell. Weak as hell. Like, oh, let's go to work. Shit. Get you a girlfriend. Shit. Film it. I'll watch. I'll film y'all. That's how
now that muscle. Now that muscle is codependent on a pill to survive.
Right. That shit crazy, man. Just go on, chop it off and put it on the mantelpiece. Bronze that shit. It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's over. It's over now. No penis whack.
This is why it's important to take care of your health, because everything should be functioning until you unalive. I don't know why things are not functioning for people right now, but that's crazy. If you really just sit and think about that, everything that you have should be functioning until you unalive. Right. There should be nothing that's not functioning properly. That means that you're not taking care of yourself.
Okay. What the hell? I don't want to be a man for shit in the world, baby. It's over. That's why they got to eat it. So that's when you meet somebody you first start doing for the first time, and then they might try to penetrate or whatever. And then next thing you know, 5-6 minutes later, if not 3 minutes, they just start trying to. Like, come on now. That's a telltale sign. Like when you start trying to do that automatically, that usually means, not always, but usually that means that down there ain't working right. So you're going to try to do it the other way. Shit. Kathy, you something else, child. But they ain't concerned. They ain't concerned about their mind not working right and their emotions. They more concerned about the pain not working right. Make that make sense. Right. Ain't nothing wrong. Need to see no counseling. Ain't nothing wrong. Yes, there is something wrong with you. You walking up on people all getting all mad and yelling and shit. Act like you're gonna hit me, your mama, and everybody else. Boy, please. I'll kick your ass down them stairs. You'll be rolling down the motherfucking stairs. Shit, you ain't finna intimidate me in front of my goddamn grandkids. Shit, and then wonder why they come in the front or run crying and yelling. When I say, what makes you think you can talk crazy to me and then loud with it, and these kids ain't gonna react? Yeah, they're gonna be scared. They're not used to this. Me and my first house, we didn't do that in front of them. And that's not to say we didn't have a disagreement. Get jumped by everybody, huh? Right, exactly. You said the state trooper has caught us multiple times just playing. We love and help. That's good. That's a beautiful thing. You married and y'all got it popping like that. And that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go into the relationship with him on that. Cut it in 5 slices, individual pieces that's equal. I didn't go into it like to use him or nothing. I went into it thinking to do the right thing, you know, because I thought he was somebody from my past that grew with wisdom. He's no longer 26, 27. I'm no longer 20, 29, because I'm 4 years older than Tony. So I'm thinking that out of all we've been through from the time we didn't talk no more, life then whooped our ass. Life then gave us smiles and frowns, and you know what I'm saying? Now we ready. Maybe it's meant to be. It wasn't meant to be when we were in our 20s. It's always, it could be the right person at the wrong time. So that's what I was thinking. Shit. I'm thinking he was sent from God. He was sent straight from Beelzebub, Satan, and Lucifer. All of them had a part of that shit. You say they don't mature. Right. Shall we hear some more stories like that shit? Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I ain't missing none of y'all comments. I appreciate y'all. Well, anybody can have a healthy sexual relationship. All they got to do is be creative. It don't take much. It don't take much at all. You just got to be a willing participant too. Because, if you're doing it with somebody you just feel obligated to, like, because Tony was paying the bills. At least he appeared to be paying. Look, he appeared to be paying the goddamn bills. Come to find out. Now I'm really mad. I was giving away. He wasn't even paying the damn bills. Right. Making me feel some type of way and shit. And I'm like, just hurry up. Shit. Just fake it. That's gotta suck. So be up there knowing your shit don't work, then try to act like you ready on your way to work at 5 in the morning. You get up to go to work. You acting like, cause in the morning, that thing in the morning be ready sometime for most men. Shit. That shit never works. And I am so glad because Here, you're gonna pay the time. I am so glad because I don't have as much regret as I would if it did work. Because if it did work, I might still be there. Who knows? I might have been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, like, oh, he's still standing on business and he pay all the bills and he don't look bad, for an old bald head toothless guy. God damn, you say, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like peeing in my mouth. Well, it ain't just you. Shit. Only one like that is Peach. There ain't too many women out here like that unless they on that porn stuff that there's a lot of them that do. They got white livers and they just got to have it and make them feel some type of way. And those the type of women men need to be trying to date. They need to go put that on the application. Don't sit there and act like you're looking for a good Christian girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to fake the funk. Just say what you're looking for. You want somebody to shut up, bust it wide open, don't ask them any questions, and who know how to do that real well. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself? Just ask the hard questions, fellas. You'd be surprised what you may get. Somebody looking for the same thing you looking for, but stop acting like y'all trying to really be in some real cordial relationship, to build to dating, to build to being just as one, and maybe get married when all the time you're trying to experiment with everything. You say, right, you ain't got a lot of kicking. You ain't got a lot, Craig. Who was that bitch you was with last night at the show? I wasn't with nobody at the show last night. Yes, she was, because my best friend, baby cousin, blah, 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 said she was at the show last night, and who is she? I'm going to kick the bitch ass. Oh, shit. That shit don't feel good. I mean, if you in that mood, who knows? Maybe you just in that mood, I'm just so glad I'm out the game, baby. I'm out the game. Because when you out the game and you let your motherfucker know you out the game, and even if you was to slip and fall one day with somebody, they know it's just a slip and fall and you doing it. You ain't obligated. But once you in a relationship, you obligated to put that thing in your, you obligated to cook and clean and wash them clothes, and don't question him about whatever. And if you find out it was another chick and then you end up working it out with him, you can never bring it up again. It's just a lot of work. All the while, don't be working too and paying 50-50 or even 70-30. It don't matter. As long as you ain't giving up nothing in that way, then you should be fine. But the problem be women are paying 50-50, if not more, and they're still giving it up. So that's why a lot of women be mad, because they still giving their bodies to these guys that they keep finding out that's lying and reckless or not paying the bills. Right? Shit. You say, I tell a man I don't want love. I'd rather have respect. Right? Loyalty. Friendship. I can ride on anything. That ain't shit. You said nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Come on, y'all, sing with me. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. Dun, dun. This ain't no romance without finance. That was the 80s. Y'all remember that? You gotta have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. No romance without finance. I ain't giving it up either way if I don't want to. You can pay all the bills. You can do all the things and all that shit. That don't entitle you to nothing. You say, I agree, Rox. I love being out the game. Turn that air on, y'all. You say, Rox, at the hand just... I did do some weird shit right there. That's some old 90s shit. But back in the day in the 90s, I loved doing all those things. I mean, I'm new to the game. I'm in it to win it. My heart is pure, and I'm young, and my life is filled with dance and performing. And we was kicking the bobos with Bernie Mac, and we would go, and I met Tupac, and we was out here partying and getting paid for shows and teaching. I mean, life was great. Why not screw here and there? Why not have a guy that you're really seeing, even though it might not have worked out in the end, it felt great. It was more respect. They treated you more like you was important. Now, shit, like they doing you a goddamn favor. for even being with you. I don't want that shit. What's up, so happy being me? Come on up in here. So ain't nothing going on but the ring. Gotta have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. No, the men hated that song. Y'all remember the men hated that shit? Oh, man, they hated that shit. They want to kick everybody's ass when that song came out. Boy, nothing in life is free. That's why I'm asking you, what can you do for me? I've got responsibilities, so I'm looking for a man who's got some money in his hand. I don't want it. Right, they hated no squad, right? Okay, I'm about to do a dance off of that. Thanks for that reminder, Melody. You say, don't settle for anything in life. Nothing. Better call Tyrone. Call. Yes, that song when it came out now, that should have been viral. They need to bring out the 2025 version. You know? If everybody wasn't such big freaks, you wouldn't have these problems. They act like, you know, they just gotta have it. Like a silly rabbit. Just gotta have it. That shit all in your mind. It's only as good as you want it to be. You know? If you really think you like Joe, that shit gonna be good. If you feeling him on the whatever level and, you know, that's where you at, it's gonna be good. But if you don't really care about that shit and you give in and it's like, I know what I'm talking about. I experienced with some fine men. All the men I ever talked to look good. You know what I'm saying? Tony, when he was in his 20s, he looked way better. He like on the totem pole, like on a scale of 1 to 10, he was the 10. He was down. You know what I'm saying? When it came to that. But what saved Tony back in the 90s is, number one, he was young. He could dance real good. You know what I'm saying? Come on back up here, girl. You left me by myself.
Oh, wait a minute.
You know, but when you're young, you got that swag. You can kind of get away with looking kind of not so attractive. Because you're young, you got swag, you dance, you may rap, you make it sing, you got a little money, you got a car. But when you old as fuck like him now, please. He said they want a woman and a second mother. Child. Go ahead on. I'll be right back. Go ahead and talk.
Oh, I was about to say, sorry about that. My battery died. And I can't see the comments, so.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Back, y'all.
I was gonna say I can't see the comments, so. You hear me, right?
You can't see the comment?
Uh-uh.
Okay. He said, I am an Australian marine biologist. Okay, well, come up here and give us your take on dating in 2025, sir. Tell us about it. Are you dating? Are you married? Are you hopeful? Are you trying to look for somebody? Good night, Kathy. Thanks for hanging out. I was waiting on Ultimate Warrior to respond. Ultimate Warrior. That's a masculine name. Are you really a warrior? Good night. Good night, ladies. They want a woman and a mother. That's sick. They hate scrubs. Call Tyrone. Agree with Rocks. I think I'm caught up. What you think about that? She said, is it just me? I don't like peeing in my. Y'all is wild, boy.
Wait, what she say?
That is crazy. They think everybody like everything because it's coming from them. They don't mature. Okay, I think I caught it with the comments. You say, put a shrimp on the baby. Ultimate Warrior mate. He must have left. It's a man's profile picture. I would love to have you come up, child. I haven't seen a man up here in a minute. I was hoping Keith or somebody would have came through.
Oh, on the Barbie. Okay.
Man's perspective.
You would think that they would be in the chats because they got a lot to say.
Any other time they do.
Except for when you ask them to.
Well, y'all have fellas, y'all scared? Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
They probably the ones that be commenting crazy stuff in your chat.
Right.
Them be the men.
Look at all that noise out there. What? Who was that? That's my nephew.
So I think did you ask all the questions about dating?
That's the way they say barbecue. Oh, yeah. You see, notice that he didn't say I'm a man. He said I'm a marine biologist. Right. So I got, at the end of the day, most of y'all don't want to date. Now, Ian said she wanted to date. And somebody else, it was only like 2 or 3 of y'all all together that said that they wouldn't to date at this stage. But most of y'all said no or you married. And I say, God bless you, baby. God bless you. I would imagine you, Ian, already with somebody. You know?
Nope. Nope.
So he would have to be, yeah, whoever you would date at this stage of the game, he would have to be pretty much like you mindset-wise and got the same mindset when it comes to like self-sufficiency and stuff like that. You can't be out here talking about, I'm about to go to the club, about to get a bottle of hen dog.
Well, actually, no, I don't mind that, but he does have to be willing to be self-sufficient, even if he isn't already. If he shows some interest in those things, if he's balanced, because most men like to kick it with other men, and since there aren't a lot of highly evolved men, then they don't have a lot to choose from.
Right. But I'm not interested in dating. Being single since 2007 also set in my way. It seemed like a lot of them be more like Tony was more. He was more loyal and excited and jumped like a rabbit when it came to his so-called friend asking him to go to the store or coming by or asking him for money or whatever than he would with me. All the while, his friend didn't treat him the same way. He couldn't get that man to come take him to the store if he wasn't feeling good. And he lived about 3 blocks from us. And I used to be like saying, like, you must be on you on that. You get mad. I mean, like, man, like, if it's not true, why you getting mad? You're mad like I'm calling you out on something that's true. If it ain't true, if you know you ain't this, why would you get that mad like you want to hit me? Because you'll just be practicing, bitch. It ain't gonna happen. And I don't use that loosely because I'm mad. That was just giving the vibes of it. And one day his friends came back. Some friends he grew up with, it was like 3 or 4 of them. And I went downstairs, I kind of like hang out a little bit. Why he kissed one of them? I ain't lying, he kissed one of them on the job. I was like, wait a minute. All on, Jim Shoe. That ain't normal. But the alcohol make you, you know what I'm saying? The alcohol probably had him like, you just expressing himself the way he really feels. Because he was like he was trying to console a guy. Like whatever they was talking about before I got there, like he was telling him his personal problem. He was trying to make them feel like it's going to be okay. So he kissed him on the job. And I'm like, that's very inappropriate. Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't doing nothing. So pretty much, it's more, if I go on a scale of 1 to 10, most of us on this live and in my community not interested in dating me. Not on a regular basis. You might succumb. You might say, let's go hang out. You might even bounce up on something, but you ain't really trying to do that. Is that what y'all telling me? You ain't really on that at all? And you at all. But if you did, it'd be like, I didn't really mean to do that, but okay, fuck it. Don't call me. Don't answer the phone. No, we can't take it no further. We're not going up the ladder. It wasn't that good for me to be thinking like I need to rethink my position on being alone.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Can you hear me? A lot of women are choosing not to date. They're avoiding it because they don't trust their intuition and their discernment. So it's not that a lot of women are using it. A lot of women don't trust their own intuition and discernment. So they avoid dating.
So they think that if they succumb to it and be the wrong person, then they're going to end up back to square one. But if they knew for a fact it was going to be everything in a bag of chips, they'd go for it.
Then they would. Right. Absolutely.
Okay. And see, I thought about that, and I was like, I actually gave myself like those scenarios. Like, is it because you just don't want to go through the lies and another drunk or another manipulation or somebody act like they paying the bills they ain't, or the arguing? And I'm like, no, I don't want to go through that. But if I knew for a fact that it would be everything opposite of that, I still don't want to be bothered because I know my position. My position would be I have to put it in my mouth. I have to bust it wide open. I have to wash the dish. I got to cook clean. I got to shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I got to listen to the lies. You ain't come straight home. You want to answer your phone. You know what I'm saying? I have to go through all that. But let's just say he didn't do none of that. He was just everything. My biggest deal breaker is the fact that I got to do all the things intimate-wise. I don't want to be intimate unless I want to be intimate. And they might be once a fucking year. I don't want to be dictated to. I don't want to be obligated to do anything with or for a man. That's my deal breaker. He could be the sweetest thing. He could be like walking like on water like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? He could just, oh my gosh, never have to pay a bill, my beck and call, cook, nicest smile, just cologne down, keep a clean house, voice never raised, never call you out your name, best sex ever, and I will still say no. So I know it's me. It's me. It ain't them, it's me. I don't want to do that shit. And that's not right. So why would I pretend just to get the guy, do it a couple times, and then tell him, I ain't feeling this, but yeah, we together. You say true, but for me personally, I am not trying to wear an orange jumpsuit over any woman unhealed son. Ooh, child. Ooh. That too, that part. You say, son, say, well said. I agree, I am. Somebody agreeing with you. Yeah, I believe that's true too. I really do. And that's why I ask myself that question. Like, am I that person? I'm just scared I ain't going to meet the right one. And that's what a lot of men think. They thinking that, oh, you just, man, no. I know it ain't going to happen because ain't no perfect guy like that going to come out here and make all the money, give me a good ass allowance. I ain't got to pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? I had it good with Tony from 2016 to 2025. At least to, I say 2022, 23. Then he started acting funny with the money. But other than that, it was pretty good. I ain't have to worry about shit like that. You say no because I don't trust men. Block, laugh out loud. Right. Okay. And yep. Say I agree. If the opportunity presents itself for me to have a man that loves and respects me and want to be in a healthy relationship. But how you gonna know that? You got to take a chance to find out. And then you find it's going to be something that you ain't going to like. He going to tell some lie. He going to say, I forgot. It's going to be something. You ain't going to know until you got to go through it. But I already imagine it that he is that guy. He is the one that make me smile. He is the one that do it right. He is the one that was a hard worker. Well, he's still going to want me to do all that other shit. If he don't want no intimacy, then I'm game. If he say, nah, only if you want to. I ain't gonna never press it. I don't care. I just want to take care of you. I just want to love on.
What
Ages of chaos. Right. There is no right one, in my opinion. Shit. That's crazy. Ain't no right one. Because everybody you can get with, family members, friends, co-workers, neighbors, it's going to be something that you ain't going to agree with, or they going to piss you off doing. Music too loud. You know what I'm saying? They smoke. You know, whatever the fuck the case is. It's going to be something. Hey, Alex. Where you been, girl? We about to get up out of here in a minute. How long I've been live? I've been live for 2 hours and 34 minutes. What you think, Alex? Are you dating in 2025? You say there are a lot of broken men that are not healed. Right. That's I don't know. I guess they don't know they broke. I guess they think their ways are normal and it's just you the problem. And they got a right to date and shit like that. I don't know. I just feel like you can bust one off at any time you want to without a fucking relationship. I don't see why the fuck you think you got to be in a relationship with somebody.
And if it's a lot of broken men, there must be a lot of broken women.
Yeah, that's true too. No, I've been celibate for 2 years now. Congratulations. But you ain't got me beat. Ha! I've been celibate about what, 2018? Shit. I'm gonna be in the world's book of record in a minute. They're gonna give me a star on the Walk of Hollywood for the longest person. You say me and the kids was outside walking the dog. Okay, what's the dog name? Discernment. Oh, you think discernment gonna help you pick the right guy? Child, good luck with that. Shit. I mean, well, you just want to pick the person that's as close to equally as yoked to you, that got respect, and ain't out there cheating and shit and lying about paying the bills. If you can get that, then you good. You good, because that's what you're looking for, somebody who ain't gonna dog you out, do you wrong, lie, you know, take your money, cheat on you. You know, I don't give a shit if he don't do none of that. I don't want him. I don't want his ass. Fuck it, 2 peas in the bucket. Dog name is Diamond. I've been celibate since 2007. Oh shit, you got me beat then. The winner is Maryland. I thought I was standing on something like 2018. Hey, 2018. Oh, I'm a virgin again. Hey. Oh. She got me beat. She say 2007. Good for you, rock. So yeah, it is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Okay. We ain't got to worry about if something is a little off and you thinking you got something, because you ain't did nothing. So you know you ain't got nothing. Unless it's, you know, been that long, you ain't checked. And you go checking like, damn, I ain't had sex in 10 years. Well, you must have had this before then. You just didn't know it. You say my light switch is completely off, child. I think it's because most of us are older, and with the exception of, you know, a couple of people that's in their 40s as well, that they willing to do it. You know, I mean, if y'all start dating, you know, keep us posted. Do a vision board or something. I don't know. Do a video series playlist of my new journey with this new guy. You ain't gotta tell no name or none. Just make a video like every week for about 3 months, and then we'll see. Next thing you know, you might be married, or you might be doing who the fuck did I marry to? You know, like she did. What's her name? Risa Tisa. Who did I marry? Who the fuck did I marry? Then you can come around and say, who the fuck did I marry to? Or who the fuck did I start dating? Being nosy. You 47? I think most of y'all is in y'all 40s in here. We ain't got no young ladies in here tonight. They gonna probably catch the replay. Y'all should have been here for the live. Where are my 30-year-olds at? Oh, Jesus. You said, I just want to play cards and board games and eat and watch TV, go out every now and then with a man. Yes, yes. And I'm the type of person, I like to go back to the guys that I already dated for that. To talk to, not see in person necessarily all the time, but like if I need them, they'll come. You know, like my father passed away. I used to date this guy named Reggie, and he was my go-to guy. No matter what I was going through. If I was breaking up and separated from Keith at the time, he come down. My father passed away, he come down. Now he passed away, so I don't have my go-to friend. That was my friend. Like friend. You know, I can't necessarily have that relationship with Tony because he bitter and mad and he got problems. I can't do it with Keith. He got a life, you know what I'm saying? We won't want his girl and whatever he got going on, whoever he end up dating later in life, to misconstrue our friendship. So all the guys that had the capability of doing that with me, they're passed away now. No matter what they were doing in their life or whoever they had, I was still their friend and they women knew about it. But it's hard for guys to really come and say to their girlfriend that, hey, we still cool. We ain't bitter with each other. We don't hang out every day or nothing like that. We don't barely see each other, but I'm in a good place. I'm not mad. She ain't mad at me. It's hard for them to do that. You know? Thank you, Melanie. You say it's okay to walk away from something that no longer serves me. I don't put too much effort. If it happens, it happens. But I value my peace. Yes, child. Sorry to hear that. Are you dating? No, I'm not dating. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. Not gonna happen. You know, I haven't, like I said, I've been celibate since like 2018. I ain't slept in the room with Tony since 2020. That's because I was in the house in the marriage. That don't mean we was doing that. Thank God it didn't work no way. But you know, the couple times I did try, it never was it didn't work. Tried to blame me for it. Like, you ain't doing this right. You ain't doing that right. Sir, I've been married 7 years. I know what peens do. I know how they work. I know all I got to do is walk past one and it's going to erect. It's going to work. So stop trying to convince me that I am the problem, you fucking goofy. Now I'm back to myself. Oh, you say, Rod, Scott, I got you now. I used to have people I could depend on too, but they all passed away as well. So it ain't just me. Man, that hit hard though, because Reggie, we had kept on putting off getting together. I'm like, I can meet you downtown, you know, Tony at work, you know. That's when I was calling myself in the marriage. Man, he passed away. I felt bad. Like I kept on putting that off like I had time. Like, he just friended me on Facebook with a new account. He must have lost his account. I'm going to holler at him. Probably like 2 weeks later. His cousin, not his cousin, but somebody that knew us both from the neighborhood told me he was found dead in the alley. Somebody unalived him and put his body in a goddamn alley. I'm going to give you that, what you call it, back there, that air mattress. Unless you want to sleep on that, the kids can sleep on air mattress. Yeah, child. So, okay, wow, Tony was that horrible marriage. I'm happy. Yeah, he was horrible. If he wasn't a fucking drunk with stinking thinking and with the mental problems and the bad health, he would have been a decent dude. I think it's because of the drinking and stuff that caused him to be as reckless. I mean, he was already a hoe when he was in his good days. He was just going to be a hoe regardless, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when it comes to providing, very good about that. Hey, what's going on? Rich 89 in the building. Come on up and tell us your take on the dating thing. I'm trying to wait and stay live for y'all. Come on up here. You good? What's that?
That is not the
Okay, I'm about to end this real quick, y'all. I'm gonna try to come back.
Okay.
I gotta end it. I'll be back.